Now, Cody, do you frequent the that's about less than a mile from your home?
Not anymore.
That place blew up.
That confirmed a lot else about that sentence that didn't need to be confirmed.
That was the dumbest way to say whatever you're trying to say.
Yep.
I slish-sloshed. Oh, already.
Take that. You can't see. You can't see.
I'm blind! Listener, I got a fun new gift today. I got, for the first time in my life, a prescription for eyeglasses.
Because he's gonna die soon.
I might go blind soon. So send me a list of your favorite things you've seen. And drop them in the Discord. Now, if you're not a member of the Discord, you got to join our Patreon, which means you pay us. And think of this like a GoFundMe or some
like
sort
a
of
Make-A-Wish kid.
Exactly. I'm a dying man. I'll be blind any minute. So I need a list from you of your favorite things you've seen. And the only way you can give me this list is on our Discord. And to get access to that, you have to join our Patreon for only, what is it, $3 to
$3 to $7
a month. And that's a gift to a blinding man. But if that doesn't mean anything to you, then you have to live with that. But anyway, for those of you on Discord, please send me a list of your favorite sites, and I'll try to go see them before I go blind.
Have you? Do you on your own have any things besides Dune 2 that you have not seen that you wish to see?
I would like to see. I have not seen the Grand Canyon.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't seen Curtis's asshole.
Yes, you have.
What?
Not the hole.
Look, those two things you just listed are the same.
Did you not
you
spread
see one,
on?
you see the other.
Did you not spread when we all spread
When?
into the camera?
We spread,
we spread
for
for
him.
him.
Yeah.
That's right. Okay.
Yeah.
I would like to see the joy leave a child's face when he learns he's adopted. And I would also like to see the Swiss Alps.
I'd love to bang this all out in a weekend. It's like, hey, Austin, and I'm bent over. There's a kid that I'm telling that he's adopted.
Curtis,
between
Curtis
my
is
legs,
just holding a kid's hand.
And it's all in the Swiss Alps.
The Swiss Alps.
I would like to see a stone cold murder and the Northern Lights.
Stone cold murder.
Like Steve Austin.
No, never. Okay. Fuck him and his name.
What? He's great.
Ways.
Why are you like that?
What's his last name?
What's wrong with wrestling?
Austin.
What's my name?
Austin Farmer.
You didn't think that came up when the Stone Cold thing was
Austin.
popular?
That's a
Austin
cool thing to be
316.
associated with.
You didn't have an Austin 316 shirt?
Fuck this guy and his dumbass bald head. I'm the Austin.
I actually vaguely remember this when we were kids.
What? My rage?
Yeah, because I think I vaguely
That's why I'm
remember
losing
being
my
the one that was
vision.
like Stone Cold.
God smiting me for my rage.
Just upset at things that have no actual bearing on you, but just, make you mildly aggrieved.
Yeah, and so he's taking my sight.
Yeah.
To reiterate, listener, it is an extraordinarily mild prescription. It's astigmatism. It's just a little blurred far away. It's really, I could go without him and I'd be fine.
And also, to be clear, I don't think he intended in any way to make fun of or punch down at any blind people.
Yeah.
Well, they can't listen to this. How would they find it?
They can't hear.
No, that's my
They can't operate an iPhone. They wouldn't
my
find it.
mom's
over
the
here.
deaf one. We don't know any blind people.
See?
I don't know any blind people.
I don't know any blind
I don't
people.
know if I know any blind people.
I think you would know.
They wouldn't.
No, we love the blind. In
gonna-
fact,
yeah.
Cody's made a very generous donation to the Blind Foundation. Thank you, Cody.
That would be the welcome back to the Shudcast.
Hello.
I'm Seeing Eye Curtis.
I'm 3 blind Austin.
I am Choose Your Stick, Cody.
I am Lisan Al Gaib Lucas.
You couldn't help it.
He's too Dune.
What?
Damn.
Are you trying to say Ra's al Ghul?
Yeah.
¿Por qué no los dos?
That would be the sense I'd be most bummed out. This is a horror movie podcast. We do discuss horror films and make themes about what horror movies we like to watch.
And today we talk about Dune.
And I'd be bummed if I couldn't watch fucking movies anymore.
I would be so bummed.
I would be very bummed. If I had to choose, though, I would lose the sight over the hearing.
Big same.
Really?
Big
Yeah.
same, yeah. Or it came to that conclusion years ago. Big same.
Curtis, all I have are my quips. And if I can't hear a conversation and inject my quips,
Okay.
I am furniture.
Sight gags, though, baby.
I love them. Look, I don't, in this scenario, I don't want to lose either.
Yeah.
I like having them. I'm a fan of my senses.
Okay.
You'll just take that
I'm just
one.
saying,
That's
if the opposite of a genie,
Yeah.
a djinn?
Yeah.
Yin edge.
Yeah.
Sounds offensive. If they were like, instead of wishes, I have to take shit away, and I had to choose, I would choose to lose the vision over the hearing.
Okay. That's obviously your choice.
Yeah.
And it's the right one.
Or
I
your
remember
penis.
arguing once with Ryan, who's now on our Discord. Thank you, Ryan.
Thank you, finally.
For finally joining, you little bitch.
Yeah, and I love that. Like it took us so much time of us berating you on this show that their fans actually know who you are.
That's
They
true.
do.
Yeah.
But I remember getting in this exact argument with him when we were younger, and he got like too mad. You know, like sometimes you argue with a friend and they get like too mad, and you're like, okay. That was Ryan arguing he wanted to stay sighted. And he was like mad at me. He's like, but yeah, you can still fucking ski. And I'm like, I don't want to ski that bad. I'd rather listen to music and stuff.
Yeah, but how would you hear if the trees were getting up and coming at you?
Except from behind,
No.
it's all
You never
all
fucking
gravy.
know. Avalanche?
Yeah, you would never know.
Ent.
Yeah.
Can't participate in an ent moot.
That is true.
No.
But yeah, he was very much team seeing.
Yeah, I'm team seeing too, but like I'm not upset at you.
Yeah, no, I'm not upset at you.
Yeah.
They're different priorities.
Right.
It's fine. We can be different people.
You're
Yeah.
wrong.
I think.
That's what
if-
Quentin said to me last night because we started talking about Avatar 2 again.
Fuck yeah, you did.
Yeah, he got very upset. It was heated. In
'Cause
the
he
middle
likes
of the
Avatar 2.
No, he hates it.
Oh, he's right.
No. But like,
hate is.
like we enjoyed it. We had an enjoyable experience together watching that movie on that glorious big screen.
I had
Would
a
I
very fun
ever
time.
watch that movie again, especially on a television screen? Absolutely fucking not.
That's
But
correct.
He's adamant that I am wrong and that there is no way
He's-
that the movie is enjoyable.
You're wrong that you had fun.
Yes.
No, you didn't. You did not have fun.
You did not. Why were you talking about Avatar 2: The Way of Water?
That's a really good fucking question. I think probably something about James Cameron came up, and he started screaming about the fact that James Cameron has, in his mind, somehow has 7 more Avatar movies coming out. I think there's 2 or 3.
There's
It was a
2
rumor
more.
a long time ago that there was going to be like 11.
Well, Quentin is very upset, and I think he's most upset about the fact that in his mind he firmly believes that because he's a completionist, he has to watch the others.
Yeah. Yes, I feel the same way.
And I'm like, great, go to a movie theater and see them. And he's like, well, then I wasted my money. And I'm like,
Okay.
it's okay.
Then don't.
Then watch it at home. We could just turn it off if you're not having a good time. He's like, but I'm a completionist. I have to finish it. I was like, this is the most frustrating conversation I've ever had with anybody in my
Yeah.
life.
I love the pair of you together, listener. It
is a great pair.
This is a rock and an immovable object.
yes, this is
From
very true.
What I gather.
This is extremely true.
Those things.
I also love the idea of someone being mad that something's going to exist, but in
Yeah.
a way that doesn't affect them directly.
Right.
I'm just mad it's going to... Well, you could just not see it. No, I have to see it. Okay, well, then maybe you'll like it. No, I won't like it. Then don't see it. I have to see it. It's like, it doesn't affect you.
You might have a better time in the theater. No, I won't.
Yeah.
I'll have a worse time because I'll just keep thinking about all the money that I spent. to
Then
go see it.
I don't know what to tell
Yeah.
you, but I have to. No.
But see, I can't say the don't. I get mad. I just start yelling.
Yeah.
In
See,
the
that's-
middle of the AMC.
that's that sweet sauce. Right
That's that
there.
sweet sauce. Okay, I'm sorry. I derailed that.
No, that's
That
what,
is literally what this is
that is
for.
this portion of the show is the derailment segment.
It's the friendship portion.
Yeah.
I had a friendship comment that I want to make that struck me today on the way home from Orange Theory.
Please, you have a lot of things I would like you to talk about friendship wise.
God, thank you.
Yeah.
I'm so excited. I got home, or I'm driving home from the gym, and Austin must have been on the brain because I knew that
I
I
do
was
that.
driving home to have dinner with Austin. But it occurred to me, I don't know why, how this really hit me, but it occurred to me that I think it was actually Austin Farmer that gave me the courage to be excited and openly excited with other people about liking horror movies.
Really?
I think so.
Wow.
What did I do?
I remember just being
I thought you were going to say smacking butts.
No, it's funny. There was a moment as I was saying that I was like, man, I could make this a bit real fast. Or I could just be honest. No, man, it hit me that I was like, I don't even know why this was on the brain, but I remember being a kid and going to your house for some slumber party We rented some movie, or your mom took us to rent a movie. I don't remember what it was.
Or as he called them, kissing parties.
Kissing parties, right?
A party's a party. Don't harsh the mellow. Either kiss or get out.
Don't be weird.
It's weird if you don't kiss. Everyone's going to look at you if you don't kiss. If you just do kiss, then you're doing all the kissing that everyone else is doing.
This sounds like rape.
No, it's a kiss.
Kissing, the precursor to it. Excuse
Your
me.
Honor.
It was 2001. It was early 2001. The tower still stood.
No, but
Different world.
I remember like being up until that point, like I hadn't, like I was always kind of like thought of myself as like kind of like the weird, nervous kid, and didn't like sharing these things that I liked, like the weird monster movies and stuff, because I remember feeling like I would say it to somebody, and then like they would immediately like, "What's fucking weird," right? And I hated that as a kid. And I think you were the first person who was like, "No, this shit's fucking rad. We should like." But then you were so like,
I don't think I said it that way. I was
He's
a real
like, let's
nerd.
start a podcast.
yeah, right, right.
What's that? I'll know in 12 years.
No, that was just it was a memory.
Well, thank you.
I think it's accurate, and I wanted to share it.
I have no memory of this, but I believe you, and it makes me look good, so I would like to take credit for it.
You are welcome to do that.
It was probably because I grew up in such a horror-centric house.
Mhm.
I more didn't have the concept that other people wouldn't like this shit. It was more like, well, duh, everyone watches horror movies. Like, of course you know who Vincent Price is. And my fifth grade friends were like, what?
Yeah, and I did not. I grew up with Bob Schneiders, and that was not a thing that I was aware of.
Yeah, because, I mean, my parents have been throwing that Halloween party every year since I've been born.
Right.
King Kong's the first movie I saw. I mean, it was like, I was primed for it. You too, probably, because you had such a...
I was primed for
you were
it,
a
but
horror
the second I left my whorehouse, excuse me,
There's no
Yes.
shame in that.
Brothel.
None at all. We call it a
It's
brothel.
a nice
in Ohio.
name for them now, okay?
The only shame for me is I would leave the house and be called an F slur, and then would have to change my opinion on all the things that were cool.
Did you
Right,
say
right.
S slur?
F.
Got it. I know
Yeah.
what that is.
Yeah,
The S one, I was like, what the fuck was that?
yeah.
Slut?
Yeah.
Shog Hathoth.
Yeah, we're going to have to bleep that.
Yeah,
Shakathov?
We had to bleep that.
Yeah.
it's gone.
It's too bad a slur.
Can't say that here.
If you want to know what the slur is, go to Discord. I'm a
And
pimp
Pay
at
us
heart.
$3 a month, and you can find out what slur we said.
I like that.
How much money does it cost us to say racial slurs?
We did that last time. Lucas's number was not high enough.
That's true. That's true.
Lucas's was very, very low.
It was.
Yeah.
Wait,
But
for
no,
what?
To say racial slurs.
Oh,
So I kind of learned the other way though. Like
Gotcha.
I learned in my house that it was cool, but the world beat it out of me. And I
Right.
had to be like, oh no,
Right.
relearn that. Yeah.
Right. Yeah, well, good. I'm glad I could give you that gift of
Yeah.
expressing yourself.
It,
Were
it
you-
was reminded, and
were
I
you
wanted
were
to
you
share.
Thank
more
you.
in a household of like straight up dad movies like I was?
No, my dad doesn't like movies.
Oh, so no movies at all.
No, I think
of
I've said on the
books.
show. Like I grew up like my grandma introduced me to movies and stuff. It's that like, but like I didn't like watch horror movies like with my dad or my mom.
Oh, gotcha.
Like we would watch. There would be stuff that we'd watch, but my mom was like very, very, very concerned about what I was able to see. She was very concerned about that. My cousins liked horror movies, but they were allowed to watch them from like time we were really little, and my parents just were like, absolutely not.
Yeah.
So I wanted to watch these things, but they were very concerned about doing so. So then the only things I would see were like, like cartoon scary stuff, spooky cartoons and stuff, right? And then you'd go to school and you'd talk to your friends about the spooky cartoons you were right, and then they'd call you the F slur. And then you're like, oh, I guess that's not cool. I shouldn't share with people that I like this thing, otherwise they won't like me.
Yeah.
And then Austin
Yeah.
taught me that doesn't matter.
Yeah,
Because
it's
everyone
nice.
else is stupid anyway.
Wow. The friend to have, man, growing up.
I was a real one, baby.
Hell yeah.
It's
Yeah.
there's
It's plateaued.
a downward trend.
It's
over
not
the
a
years,
straight
but-
up line. There's some loop-de-loops, but it generally tends up.
Yeah, trends upward. That's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, he agrees. We're going to move on. Okay.
Cody, you just got back from a fucking trip.
I got back.
dude.
I did get back from a fucking trip. I got back from 2 whole days on planes.
Yeah. You had
going to and from Singapore.
Singing in the Rainapore.
Singing in the rainaport, dude. And it like when I say that it is raining a lot, it rains a lot.
Oh, really?
It's nuts. They
Oh,
have,
is it like hot Asian rain too?
bro. So I get there and I
think
get off
I've
the
Googled
plane.
that before.
Hot Asian rain. It's like, and I'm like, oh my god, it's fucking hot. Like I knew it was gonna be hot and humid, but like I didn't know it was gonna feel that hot and humid.
Was it awesome?
No, I hate that. So I hate that weather. I googled what the normal temperature is in Singapore. The temperature in Singapore Singapore remains the same all year.
Is that singer rich? Singer poor.
Just couldn't help it. Couldn't. It remains the same like throughout the whole year. It's like
Aren't they like on the equator?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like 90 degrees
wow.
every day of the year. It's just that they have 2 seasons, wet and dry.
Why are they still
Fuck
there?
yeah. I love that.
Why are they still there?
Yeah.
You having a heart attack?
No, I had a burp. We're gonna take it again because I talked through it. It's disgusting.
Oh, your eye!
No. So you're saying they have the same seasons as I have options of buffalo wings?
Yeah.
Wet or dry?
Wet or dry, yeah.
Why are they still there? Why haven't they left?
Well, I think they haven't left because it's a wonderful place.
Okay. Because every time I go to Houston, I'm like, "What? You're living a swamp.
That's
Why
different.
haven't you left?"
That's how I. Sorry, Texas, but that's how I feel about most of Texas.
That is true.
There's like one part of Texas where I'm like, yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, the part that Liam lives in.
the hill country.
Woo! Yeah.
Well, yeah. I don't think it's the hill country anymore. Oh wait, we shouldn't say where Liam lives.
Probably not.
Yeah, bleep that part.
Will do. This is a main feed episode anyway, so yeah.
Yeah, definitely. Bleep all that part. But yeah, it's very hot there, but it's a wonderful place, and I think that's probably why they're still.
Do they have the like shareable umbrella system over there?
No, what's that? What is that?
Like in Japan, they had like every storefront had like baskets of plastic umbrellas that you could like
And
drop
you just
off.
take them and leave them like
No,
the pennies.
I didn't see that. It seemed like it was the kind of thing there where like.
Are they too rich for that shit?
No, it just rained so much out of nowhere that people. It was like every time that it started to rain, I just saw people were just walking still.
They've adapted. They have
Yeah, what was
they have
it?
gills now.
When we talk about this here at some point, you go to a place, like you go to Seattle, and if you have an umbrella, that's like, oh, that's the tourist. Like people who live in fucking Seattle don't have them because it just rains. They
That's
just deal with it.
really stupid.
Well,
Well, I think that because they
Look at this bitch who doesn't want their
cones,
hair
too.
wet.
I know.
Well, that's the weird part of like a humid place like that, right? Because like you're walking around like in shorts and like a button down shirt, and that's it, right? You don't want more layers.
And Sperry's too. bunch
yeah.
of bros down
Yeah,
there.
you got your sweater tied around your shoulders.
Button down shirt, full
Can I
button down shirt and
should I
shorts.
No, not full sleeve.
Okay.
It's a plaid one that has a Texas Chainsaw Massacre chainsaw in the pocket.
Oh, I thought the way you were saying it, I thought you were saying like that's how they dress in Singapore.
Well, that's how I dressed there
Okay.
every day. But
Gotcha.
good point. Yeah, no, everybody there's like not wear like it's pretty like light. Actually, come to think of it, a lot of people were walking around in suits.
Yeah.
It's,
That's
you know,
crazy.
It's crazy.
Yeah. A lot of self-deprecation going on.
No, dude,
in
it was
Asia.
so fucking hot that I looked at some of my colleagues and I was like, "What's the over under on us wearing shorts to the office? Because this is bullshit. I can't survive in this." And they were like, "We're thinking,
Feel
about
this.
it. Feel how sweaty I am, bro."
Did you wear shorts to the office?
No, I didn't in the end, but I was very close. I came very close. I would exit the office as soon as possible, walk back to the hotel, put shorts on. It is a wonderful place.
Did you do fun things?
Yeah, I had to work for most part, but I did do a couple of fun things.
Did you get a sling?
I did get a sling.
Nice.
I got a sling at the bar where it was invented.
No
Really?
shit.
Yeah.
So they're like proud of it there.
Yeah, they are.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
I mean, well, they're proud of it at this hotel bar.
Yeah, they're probably selling T-shirts and hats and shit.
Yeah, no, for real. Like, I bought my boss had picked up this bookmark to buy and then decided not to because he didn't want to deal with carrying it. I bought it for him that had the Singapore sling recipe written on it. No, they're big proud of that. Not very good.
Yeah, no, it's garbage.
Straight
drink.
up,
I don't
it's
know.
not very good.
I
Even
don't
like
know what's
made.
in it.
Although I will say the amount of money that it costs to buy a cocktail or any alcohol in Singapore is absurd. You
Really?
can't buy a cocktail for under $30.
Whoa.
No.
Yeah, they don't want you getting drunk.
They do not want you to get wasted. Having said that, a very backwards rule, it's like next to that is you can drink in public from 8 a.m. to 10 p.m.
Just like anywhere,
anywhere. Well, there's some places where they don't let you do it.
but like
they-
with like a bottle or a fucking
yes,
okay.
but not
is it-
10 p.m. to 8 a.m.
but is it
Yeah.
like culturally like you don't?
So that's kind of what I feel like we all have these impressions of like what it's like in Singapore as
Yeah.
far as like
Yeah,
like
because
we all hear
cherry
these
stuff that makes it fucking awful. Yeah.
we hear all these stories about how conservative it is and like they still put people to death for marijuana use and they're still caning people for like littering and chewing gum and stuff. So that's like these are the weird rules that we hear about, right? Then you get there and you realize that it's really not it's not that intense. There's some weird shit that happens, but it's not that intense. So, like for instance, I'd go on runs every morning, and there was this.
You want to run every morning?
Yeah, just about. Running through the the marina area. You'd run by like park benches, and it's just gorgeous, serene, and early morning and beautiful and very clean. And then you'd go a little bit further, and you'd get to this street that reminded my buddy more of Bangkok, and it's just beer bottles and cans fucking everywhere, just all over the floor.
Oh wow!
All over the ground, and like cig butts all over the place.
Fuck yeah!
So, like, when people are like, yeah, they'll kill you for smoking cigs, it's like, not really. People are smoking cigs fucking everywhere there. There's just, like, certain areas where, don't smoke cigs here.
Dedicated areas to do it.
But most of it's really more like there's dedicated areas where you can't smoke.
Gotcha.
Because the areas where you can, at least from my perception, were a lot bigger than the impression that I was given, before I traveled.
Right.
Too much to, I'm sure you will all be pleased to hear that I got off of the airplane upon arrival in Singapore. I collected my bag, looked up, immediately saw that one of the police officers was just staring at me and talking into his walkie-talkie. Seconds later, I was ushered into a separate line where I was went through a separate screening of my bags.
Yeah.
Good. Were you holding a too thick book again?
I forgot about that. You have a fire starter.
Oh, that's right.
Fly to New York.
New York.
Yeah, you have a fire starter, and I have a book that's too big.
Yeah.
I got clocked for a Stephen King book.
Yep.
Did we ever tell you about
Yeah.
Sitting on the
He
airplane.
had actual contraband. It was sparking
He's
it, right?
sitting on the middle of the
Yeah.
fucking flight doing it.
on the plane? We're sitting
them.
Yeah. We're sitting on the plane.
TSA's a bunch of idiots. Starts fucking doing that. Just strip over. Stop
Barking
it.
in a plane.
Stop. So,
So good.
I got away from that. But then I did commit a crime immediately on accident. So they don't have Uber there. They have something called Grab.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. And
Love the black phone.
so I knew that's how I would get to my hotel. So I ordered a Grab. What I didn't realize that I had done.
Funny.
I ordered the wrong Grab.
No, I didn't realize that I hadn't switched to my business account, so it was my personal account. So I don't have a personal account set up with a card or anything. But they'll their version of Uber, Grab, you can pay with cash. I didn't know that. So when the guy dropped me off at the hotel, I got out and promptly left and just walked in the hotel, right? Called it a day,
yeah.
right? Dropped my shit off, checked in, and then left and fucked off for the whole day, right? I get back to the hotel that night, get into my room to check in. My phone starts ringing. I pick it up. It's the concierge being like, hey, man, tells me that the driver, I didn't pay him. And I was like, yeah, I did.
He's wrong.
And he was like, no, he says you didn't. This is the amount that it was, and he says that if you just leave me the cash, I'll come. He'll come by and get it later. My first reaction was like,
Scammed.
Right.
I'm not leaving you with cash.
Yeah.
Fuck off, dude. Right? I'm like, okay, yeah, I'll look into it and come down. Thank you. Hung up. I then spent. This is where the people the Singaporean culture just made my mind explode. Right. I opened the app. I realized this did happen. This was all truthful. And I realized that everything that's going on is probably very above board, right? This driver, so as not to inconvenience me, is willing to come back, collect the money, and leave. And I would just leave it with the front desk.
Yeah.
I am so conditioned to be broken that I instead immediately contacted Grab and figured out a way to pay them directly, right? Which they spent the entire time apologizing to me for my inconvenience.
Wow.
For all intents and purposes, I stole $30 from this
Dude.
person.
Treated like kings over there.
And yeah.
Oh, now I want to go.
I was shocked, dude. And then every time I'd be walking down the street, if I accidentally walked into a person's in their lane or something, because I quickly realized that because it was a British colony, everybody's going directions that I'm not used to. Mm-hmm. I'd be like, oh, I'm so sorry. They'd be like, no, I'm so sorry. It's like, why? We can't keep doing this. This is making me uncomfortable that we're just going to go back and forth with, I'm so sorry. No, you're so sorry.
Hell yeah. You just got to be like, yeah, you are.
Yeah, you should have started just slapping
Yeah.
people.
Yeah.
See what?
that'll
I'm
go well.
sorry. I'm sorry. My face got in the way of your hand.
Did you ever accidentally? Do they do the escalator thing?
What do you mean?
Do they stand on the left side and walk
Yes.
on the right?
Yes.
Did you accidentally do what I did and start standing on the right? And a woman, see, this might be the difference between that place and Japan. A woman hit me, like walked up behind me and went boom, like, on my shoulder. I was like, ah! And my friend's like, stand on the left. I was like, oh shit, okay.
No one hit me. I just quickly realized the error of my way and moved over. I also then noticed very quickly that none of my coworkers figured that out or just didn't care. Every hotel has an infinity pool, which is pretty magical.
Wow.
Oh, okay.
Pools.
Now you're painting a picture.
Very, no, like no, you, Jamesy, my wine. I won't go on forever about this, but because just gorgeous city, highly recommend visiting. The food, once you find it, oh my fucking god, dude.
Once you find the food.
Once you find like the right food,
Yeah.
because some of it's just
Every time you want to eat, you have to do an escape room. Singapore.
it's like a saw game.
Yeah.
So hungry.
The food, unfucking believable. Me and a buddy spent we spent a generous amount of money on ourselves to go out and went out for omakase, and it was one of the best food experiences I've ever had. Went to this tiny little Singapore restaurant, or Singaporean restaurant that was just out of control. The amount of it was one of those things.
Mostly seafood?
No, like lots of different kinds of meat, pig intestine,
Fred.
Yeah.
things like that. I don't think I ate the pig intestine. There were 2 dishes that were served to me that I didn't know what they were. And I looked down, and the only thought that I had, and to be honest, just looking at it, I was like, that's a penis. There's no way that is not a penis, right?
I'm picturing just clearly a man's dick and balls. I wonder what this is. It looks like a penis. It clearly is.
And I want the cooks in the back to be like, did we get one? Did we get one?
He's gonna do it. He's gonna do it.
Yeah.
Well, I look up at my buddy that ordered it. His name's John. I was like, Dick, right?
His dick.
And he's like, maybe, He's like, I don't really know. He's like, to be honest, he's like, it just looked like a cool name or in a cool picture, so I picked it.
Yeah, that's fair.
Then I went to another Singaporean restaurant later that night. A big thing there is just chicken rice. It's just a chicken that's it's just a boiled chicken that's served over rice.
Like Hainan chicken?
Yes. Yeah.
Love me a Hainan chicken.
But it's as bland as it sounds,
How dare
right?
you.
But if you get it done right,
Yeah, that sauce. they
it's
put on
fucking
it?
unbelievable.
It's comfort food.
Yes, it's comfort food. But I feel like it's I had it at one place. I was like, this is not good. Had it at another place. I was like, oh, this is fucking out of control.
That's
right?
why doing the chicken and rice every night thing is so easy for me.
Right.
Because I just
boil
that.
a chicken and call it a day. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
But I went to another one with a friend that is actually from Singapore, and he ordered food, and I was like, Dick, because it looked like it could be Dick. He goes, horse.
Oh, you had horse.
I don't think so. I think he was fucking around because he was inferring that it was horse dick.
Why do you want to eat horse so bad?
He did.
I did.
Lucas did.
He said it was
He loved
incredible.
it.
Oh, that's
guy
right.
had raw horse meat. They had a cracked egg over it, and this Japanese girl
Austin's
was like,
face.
"Try it." And I was like, "That's fucking
Raw
delicious.
egg
Yeah,
and
Yeah.
raw horse.
But he had fucking...
They were fucking with you.
They
he
eat
had-
raw chicken,
He had
dude.
chicken breast fucking sashimi, didn't you?
Yep. I had undercooked chicken breast. Pink in the middle. Also delicious.
Never. I can't do that. That's a hard no for me.
Yeah, that's one
I'll
of
eat
those.
the horse, but chicken
A
breast.
bird? A fucking bird?
Slimy. Ah!
Well, it's not even just that, right? It's like that. Bird germs are like a universal thing, aren't they? Like that's a global
They
issue.
say, they claim
like avian bird flu is
salmonella is not a thing over there.
They claim that salmonella is not a thing.
Don't
Over in
worry,
Japan.
don't worry.
Yeah.
No.
They claim that.
It's not real.
Look.
I asked the
Yeah, we claim a
Japanese
lot
people-
of shit.
I was about to say our country's claimed a lot of shit too.
I
They're
asked
trying to
the
claim
Japanese
now that
people I was
aspartame's
with-
a naturally occurring ingredient.
I asked the Japanese people we were with. They were like, "Have you ever been food poisoned before?" They said, "I've never been food poisoned in Japan."
Well, that's amazing.
While I've been here.
That's incredible. I believe that, and it honestly, when I travel over to a place like Singapore, or I quickly realize just how dumb we
dare
fucking
you.
need to chill out over here, like hardcore.
just so dumb.
Yeah.
How dare you? This is the best country. The pleasure.
You can't.
I can't even get it.
I've watched 147 post 9/11 war movies,
God
and I'm
damn it.
still like, this place sucks.
fucking blows, guys.
And I have decided.
Give me that raw chicken.
Yeah, give me that raw chicken though. I've decided this year that's about the most unpatriotic thing you could do. Give me the raw chicken. I have decided that this year I'm going to watch Guy Ritchie's The Covenant.
Hell yeah.
It might be the last movie I watch of the year, but I'm gonna get there.
What a strange.
Yeah.
All right.
Should we
Love it.
actually? Did we watch movies?
You know,
Yeah,
that's a
we
great
did.
segue. We did watch
We
movies.
watched a whole bunch of fucking films.
I'm gonna be honest in advance. I know that you guys are really excited for the bonus episode about all of the movies that I watched. I didn't watch that many movies, despite 17 hours on a plane there and 15 and a half hours on the way back.
You know
Yeah.
what? I can't. When I'm on planes, every time I almost fall asleep, the woman comes by with a drink, and so I get
Yeah,
get nervous about that, and then I end up just not sleeping. And my AirPods died, and so I literally will just
Stare?
listen to airplane hum and stare at people.
Okay, that's insane.
That's psychotic.
Especially considering that like nowadays you could
Stare at
charge
people.
your AirPods in the seat on like
Yeah.
every airplane that I've been on in the last year.
I couldn't find this wherever this was. Oh, I didn't have the charger for it or something.
Okay.
If I have a 5-hour flight, I have 30 hours of movies downloaded.
I did do a 5-hour.
Oh, I'm not kidding. I'm not even kidding. That's not even a hyperbole. If I fly to New York, I comfortably have 30 hours. I don't clock it, but I will download 8 movies
Yeah,
and 3
of course.
seasons
Wow.
of a show.
Yeah,
and I downloaded.
And I have my AirPods
You
and
want
I have my
options.
in-ears and I'm in. No, there is nary a moment shall I be even remotely bored on a flight.
I had a bunch of shit downloaded. It just like I watched a lot on the way there, but then on the way back, like I don't know, I spent more time like just reading.
And then sometimes I just don't feel like watching a movie. I'll read, I'll listen to music, I'll try to sleep,
yeah, I watched like
stare at the children
I watched part of Dune to fall like before I was falling asleep.
because it's very boring. Yeah. I would sleep in Dune too. Oh, my, what foreshadowing he hath brought.
He's not a follower of Lisa Nagaib.
He does not know what he's talking about.
Who wants to go first?
I have a short list.
Yeah, go for
Go
it.
ahead.
Okay. A long time ago, I finally got to see Lisa Frankenstein.
Oh, yay!
And you know, after that sat with me, I think for like a day, I was like, "That's a fucking cult classic."
It's great, right?
Yeah.
I agree. Like it takes a moment to like really like that moment. Oh, this is great. I'm gonna watch this every year.
Yeah, because I was expecting something a little more cute and like doesn't do what it does, but it goes to this insane place, and I guess I wasn't mentally prepared for the insanity.
Nuts.
And so afterwards, I'm like, you know what? That movie kind of rules.
Kind of rules, dude. And Catherine Newton just fucking awesome. Mm-hmm. She's so good.
And also, yeah, the girl who plays her sister is
Yes.
great.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was her feature debut.
Was it really?
Yeah.
though? Wow. Wouldn't be able to tell. What else
it's
did
great.
I do? I watched Drive-Away Dolls. The Ethan
Oh, hell
Coen
yeah.
Drive-Away
yeah.
Dolls.
Is it good?
Yes.
Yeah.
Hell
It's
yeah.
it's a romp. It's genre like mixed up a lot, like noir, like a weird acidy kind of trippy movie, a fucking Looney Tune.
Hell yeah.
Like there's like weird sound effects, like cans crashing and Pedro Pascal running like with his legs out with the briefcase kind of thing. It's a weird fucking movie, but
Yeah.
also great.
Awesome.
Yeah,
I do want to
I
see
recommend
that.
it.
Yeah.
It's been on my list.
Looks great.
I watched Spaceman. The
Oh,
Adam
that's
Sandler.
Oh, yeah.
Is it good?
Spider? No.
It's that bad?
I've heard it's not good.
I meant
Yeah.
to get around to it before today. I just didn't.
It just goes nowhere. To me, it's such a great concept.
Cody
You're-
might have
you're-
defecated.
You're only hearing it if you were hearing something.
No, I think I'm okay. No, I think
shit
I'm okay.
yourself?
I think I'm okay. We're good. Not today, Satan.
Yeah.
No,
Again, I'm watching a movie because I'm probably like third.
You know
in-
what? We're gonna check. I'm
All right, we'll be right back. Austin was asking who he thinks might shart more, and I was like, right now it might be Cody because I'm at a quarterly.
I was like, it's
basis.
definitely one of you two.
I haven't charted. I think it's been like
I mean, you just left to go check.
I did check. It felt like a berry might have dropped out.
Barry.
Yeah, like it felt like it was gonna be a weird shard if it was a shard because it felt like a unit fell out, not like a liquid unit, right?
Yeah.
It needs a little stain.
No, but we're good. I haven't sharded in a long time.
Yeah, I just did recently. I did my first.
'Cause you had movie
I
nachos?
did my Q1 chart. Because I like
Q1 chart.
I just had like movie nachos, the AMC movie nachos for the
yeah.
first time, and that cheese is fucking.
Did it happen in the
Yeah.
It's
theater?
plastic.
Huh?
Did it happen in the theater?
No, in bed. I was just telling them.
I'm in bed.
Yeah.
I mean,
just
that's
were you
better.
alone?
sitting there. Yeah.
Oh, thank God.
Not with
That's
your new
nice.
girlfriend?
Nope.
That would be.
I haven't even farted in front of her.
Will this
yet.
be the
That's how
first
much I
time that
like
she's
her.
hearing this story?
That's how much I love her.
Oh.
Oh, wow.
Will this be the first time that she's hearing this story? Then?
Yeah, this is the first time I've spoken about her. She listens.
She
Hold
does.
on.
So- no. I'm
Yeah.
talking about the story about the fact that you sharded in bed. This is the first
No,
time.
I left that part out. I told her like I.
But she-
stayed
but
up all
she
night
just
farting
heard it
because-
now.
Yes.
Okay.
Now
she
there's
knows
a
it now.
good
Yeah.
chance this is all on the cutting room floor, unless we want to make it known that this is in the episode. Tell Curtis, future Curtis, now.
You can leave it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because I would have cut when Cody was like, when we paused for Cody to like air check his asshole and then get up. I'm like, well, okay, now we got to work our way back into it.
It's funny enough.
All right.
It's funny.
You don't mind that you shit yourself?
It
I
is.
didn't shit myself.
It has been said.
Okay.
Do you want me to shit myself right now?
Yes.
For the show?
100% I
Please
do.
pay us $3
Yes.
Actually, should
a
that be a
month.
Patreon tier?
Yeah. It needs to be very expensive if it is.
Shit's, I mean, I'll do it in public.
Cody,
if
we're
I get
making
enough money.
30 grand a month where you just shit yourself.
Yeah, if we do
say,
it-
ooh, I'm a naughty boy, naughty poopy boy.
Look, if you guys pay us $1,000 a month, Curtis, set this up as a Patreon tier. If you guys pay us $1,000 a month,
Cody will dress like a little sailor boy.
what?
A little 1920s sailor man. And he'll bend over and shit himself and say, ooh, so sticky. Ooh, ooh, I'm a nasty boy. Ooh.
Send me to the poop deck.
What?
What? If that's
$1,000 a month?
If that's a rich kink, you're doing
I
it.
don't want to do that
You're
version.
doing
Not
it.
that version.
Why does it matter?
$1,000 a month?
Why does it matter what you wear when you shit yourself? You're shitting yourself for money. It's already degrading. Who cares if you're a sailor or not?
When you put it like that.
I have to have something. Okay, I have to
shit
keep
yourself
some
for
of my
money.
fucking.
You're already at the bottom. Who cares
No,
if
I'm
you're a
gonna keep
sailor?
some of my dignity.
It's gone with the shit.
You're in the world of content creation now, whore.
Yeah, put on the little sailor suit. You nasty little boy.
This is insane. I don't want to get. I'm not going to shit myself in a sailor outfit. Okay, I'll shit myself in another costume.
I'm shipping off to Tripoli and I have poopy undies.
Oh,
No, how
I
about
have
this?
my Donald
Wait.
Duck costume. You can have.
Okay, I'll shit
Austin,
myself.
do
in
you
a Donald
subscribe
Duck
to a Patreon where you pay somebody?
I don't want to talk about why I have a specific image in my head.
Yeah, it's
but if
really
someone dressed as a little sailor boy,
Oh, I'm glad that it's just a little sailor boy. The image isn't me dressed as a little sailor boy.
I mean that's the best. But if
damn
we
it.
can't get that, but yeah, pay us. Cody will dress like a little sailor boy.
I'm Bobby Eggs, and I'm gonna shit myself today.
Hi, I'm acclaimed horror movie director Robert Eggers. Oh no! We get so sued.
So fast.
I think we could get on
Someone
Bloody
would
Disgusting
believe that.
though. We could get
Someone
on
would
Bloody
buy that.
Disgusting if we did that.
What? That
100%.
I'm Robert Eggers and shitting myself.
If you
And it's not a deep fake.
if you
Yes.
looked straight in the camera and said, "Hi, I'm Robert Eggers," and then immediately turned around, bent over, and
You've made
shit,
seen such works as The Witch or The Northman.
someone would believe it, and we would get on Bloody Disgusting. We'd get sued, but we might get some press.
Will we get listeners? Listeners,
Do you want to
sign
see
up for
that?
our sign up for our Discord and tell us how badly Discord members. How do you think that it's a good idea to dress up as a little sailor boy and say what did you wanted to say again?
Ooh, I'm a nasty little sailor boy
Or-
with my poopy
Or
undies.
perhaps there's a better outfit that you might prefer. Lucas has recommended the Daffy Duck.
Donald Duck.
Donald Duck
No,
outfit
I'm
that
saying
he
I
has.
have a sailor outfit from my
Yeah.
Donald Duck costume.
Right.
Oh,
That you could borrow.
no, I wanted the Donald Duck part.
You can't be
Well, I mean,
Donald
there's
Duck.
not pants, so
Because
it's
there's
a
not
Donald Duck
pants, and you have to be
costume.
shitting in your pants. Otherwise, you're shitting on the floor. That's a different. That doesn't work. That doesn't do it for me. Them.
Wait.
It has to be in underwear.
The fuck's the point? It's gonna fall on the floor.
And you have to say, "I love you, Dad," at the end. Look at the camera and say, "I forgive you."
This is like that.
Say, this is your father, and I forgive you.
This is really reminding me of that time that we argued about whether or not we could drink out of the back of a toilet.
Well, the next time we have a guest, they're not going to be too upset because we just spent at least 10 minutes talking about you shitting yourself dressed like a little sailor. So, this show's a fucking joke.
Okay.
I watched
Anyway.
more Akira Kurosawa.
Yeah. So Spaceman's weird.
Go on. Sorry, buddy.
That's a movie about Adam Sandler getting accosted by a cosmic spider, and the spider just leaves.
Well, don't.
Just what? Leaves?
Yeah,
Oh, spoiler alert.
I know it's not a spoiler.
Oh, you're not gonna watch
It's not a spoiler.
I'm gonna watch that film.
He's
I'm gonna
not-
watch it regardless. Doesn't matter what
not
you
a
say about
spoiler.
it.
What else does the
But-
spider do? Tell me in great detail.
Fuck him.
Voiced by Paul Dano, who I think does a fantastic job of voicing a spider.
No, fuck
Adam
that.
Sandler does not do a fantastic job of voicing an Eastern European.
Oh,
I don't know why they made that choice to
That's
make him
a-
do that.
Interesting.
Yeah,
Okay.
because he's not good at it.
I really want there to be a Mr. Deeds crossover because the David Bowie song plays such a huge part in Mr. Deeds. I would just start singing it right now, but I want to get screamed at.
Not sued. It's just the scream.
That
For the record, I don't think I've ever screamed. I think I have just talked harshly.
Curtis, play the clip.
what are you doing? It's not public. It's
What
fine.
are you doing?
It's not public. It's fine.
No, that's worse. No. No.
But he's dead. You're
I don't know. Of all things.
All right.
And then the last movie I watched is the greatest movie ever put to film, and it's Dune 2.
Dune 2, the Dunening.
Dune 2.
Do you guys want to do your Dune stuff now?
Do it now or at the end.
We'll rope
Three
it
of-
in till
Okay.
when the last person mentions it.
Okay. I'll go. I also have a short list. I finally watched the last James Bond movie.
Oh yeah.
No Time to Die. No time to watch that. It's fine. It's way too fucking long
Yeah.
for no
Did you see
reason.
my
How
comment?
long is
Did you see
it?
my comment? in your
Yes.
letterbox?
Yes.
I'm curious if you ever see those because you can't really see.
Oh,
the
I
comments.
know. I look. I always see. I have notifications on.
Yeah.
It's like 2:30.
Buddy, it's longer than
240.
that. I think. Yeah, it's like 2:45. Something
feel it?
stupid.
It's a James Bond movie. It doesn't need to be this long. I don't give a shit. Like
I didn't like that movie.
it's not very good.
It's
The bad
fine.
guys. The bad guy's always trying to just destroy the world. And also, like, I don't need a James
Is that
Bond
Remy Malek?
CU.
Who's
Yeah.
who,
Yeah.
That's the Remy Malek one?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't need a James Bond CU. I don't need bad guys from previous movies. I kind of like the
The episodic nature.
bad guy of the week. Here's another James Bond mission. He gets in, he gets out. Cool shit happens. I like that, and I kind of want that back in movies. Of
Yeah.
like, here's isolated things that you can just kind of come in and come out, and everything is not always a big overarching everything. Oh Christ! Save it. They're not paying yet.
I didn't shit.
Then I watched the movie that kept popping up on when I was doing my research for what I might want to pick for this current theme, but it didn't fit my criteria. I watched The House of the Devil,
Oh fuck yeah.
Fuck
Ty
yeah.
West. It is great.
It's great, man.
It is very slow.
So, like
Like-
the first time I saw it, like so slow, I didn't like it.
Like Dark and the Wicked slow?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I don't think that movie's slow.
Yeah, I think I think it's different. Like I see why you think Dark and the Wicked is slow because it's like a slow burn in that way. But it has that like sinister, dark vibe that I think you could argue is exciting. House of the Devil doesn't really have that.
Yeah, no.
It's just
yeah, it's
slow.
weird. It's slow.
It's just
Yeah, I
real,
don't know.
it's just real slow. But it does a great job of playing with the sort of like, is she being irrational or is something wrong?
Yeah.
They do a great job.
And it looks so good.
Yeah.
Oh. Well, and then like Dum Dum Me was like, this looks so good. They did such a great job of capturing this era.
Yeah.
I wonder how did they do this? Did they use some filters like Google and they're like, they shot it on 16 millimeter? I'm like, well, I'm a fucking moron. I assume
good-
they got some plug in, but
good production design and on cheap film,
yeah.
quote unquote.
Cheap film.
Yeah, and you can see the Oscar-nominated writer-director of Barbie get her head blown the fuck off.
Yes.
Yeah.
Greta Gerwig is in
Yes.
it? Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh,
She
great.
plays like the lead's best friend.
Wow.
Does a great job.
Nice.
Yeah.
Great movie, and very excited for more from Ty West later this
Fuck yeah.
year.
Oh yeah, we got some big news today.
Yeah, Maxine.
VR friends.
Oh, what?
July 5th, baby!
Maddie, we can't go away anymore.
Anymore.
Are you going to someplace?
Delay the suicide!
Are you going to someplace that doesn't have movie theaters?
We're going to a place where the likelihood of them playing Maxine close by is not. Probably have to drive like 40 minutes.
Oh,
Well, Maxine, July 5th.
Yep.
Breaking news for you, buddy.
So excited. It's fucking
We're going.
awesome.
We're all going.
Oh, please, yes. That and the spider one.
Yeah.
Then I finally watched for the first time, really, The Crow.
What do you mean the first time really?
Because we watched it here for Shitty Movie Friday.
That's not real.
I don't count that at all.
Why wouldn't that be real?
We were drinking.
ding ding ding.
There was someone next to me may have been drinking.
Your wife?
No, and maybe was talking a lot, and so I couldn't hear most of the movie, so I didn't really watch it.
Is On God here?
Yeah.
No. No, I didn't really pay attention. I didn't really see it that time.
Oh.
Also, yeah, he didn't really, from what I remember, didn't really like it that time.
He
either,
didn't.
so
He
we don't
hated
have
it.
to- We don't have to let him
He didn't
live
hate
in
it,
that.
but he didn't like it. He talked shit about it.
Because I didn't really watch it.
You loved it?
Yeah, it's
time?
fucking awesome.
So good, right?
Yeah.
Batman could never.
Batman could
Yeah.
never, and also they don't
The
need to make
style.
this sequel.
Who
Or this
cares?
requel, whatever they're calling
cares?
it.
Okay, I'm listening to the other side of that argument where they're saying that this is a reimagining of the comic.
Yeah, I hear that. It's like, but like, I'm just.
That they're not rebooting that Crow.
The only
No,
thing,
but
they're doing-
that Crow is a reimagining of the comic.
the only thing I don't like about this specific reboot, normally I don't care, is because of Brendan Lee. It's like this is the only thing he will like. I mean, he did other stuff, but this is like his
This is the
fucking
thing.
movie, and it just feels like making another one. It shouldn't, but it feels like it's tarnishing it in
I
a
mean,
way. And,
granted, this would be like the 7th one.
I know. What's the
but
weird
they're all
thing.
sequels.
Yeah, they're
Yeah.
all sequels. This is the first
Actual
Eric Draven
remake of the
thing since
original
then.
story.
Yeah, I don't know. I think obviously if he had lived, we wouldn't be giving near as much of a shit.
No, probably not. I mean, we would.
I
This table
don't
would.
give a shit.
No, I wouldn't mind if he was.
I thought you meant about
Yeah.
the Crow as a movie, not.
Oh
not
no
like
no
the
no
new one.
no!
Yeah,
We
yeah.
would definitely give a shit about that movie, but
Yeah.
we wouldn't give a shit about any new as
Correct.
much of a shit about a new.
No, I don't.
take
I
on
wouldn't
it.
care at all because if it sucks, just don't watch it. But it just feels like
I just
just-
don't like this. Like the meme that I think Jessica sent, where it
Yeah.
was like the two
Hot
Hot
Topic.
Topic logos, and like that couldn't be more accurate. And I'm like, all right, fine. Like, and I was showing it to friends, and they were like, what the fuck's the problem? And I was like, I don't know. Like, I don't want this. I don't want this goth.
Yeah, I
Don't
mean,
give me
look,
this goth.
it's might not be for us in the end.
Considered goth?
I don't.
That,
I don't know.
And not really, but
No,
like,
I
but
don't
that's
think
but
face tats and mullets are goth.
who knows?
I don't know, dude. Some people are looking at life that way now.
Is it?
Bill
Yeah, it might be.
Skarsgård still rules, and we'll just fucking see.
Dude, those. I mean,
Yeah.
like, there's a whole crowd at Bar Sinister still in Hollywood. They
Oh yeah,
hold up.
that's
Yeah.
because the '90s are still alive and well in LA.
Yeah,
And like the seedy little dark corners of Hollywood. Although I did take grave, I don't know, umbrage is the right word. It was too funny for me to like take too much of umbrage with Reggie, where he sent the picture to you. Of
Where he sent me the picture of the new image of the Crow, and he said Cody underneath it.
the new pictures of the Crow are in, and Bill Skarsgård is, and then Reggie just wrote Cody.
But he's so hot. I'd be thrilled. That would be my takeaway.
Yeah.
That guy's shredded.
He is pretty shredded.
he probably has really good music taste.
Really?
That Eric Draven.
Oh God. Man, the music in this movie is.
Oh,
That
dude,
soundtrack of all
soundtrack's
time.
incredible.
Oh. Yeah, this movie's amazing.
Michael Wincott.
His voice deserves a star on the
Yeah.
Walk of Fame. It's just every time he
A
talks.
lot of voices in that film. Fucking Tony Todd,
Oh, yep.
David Patrick Kelly.
Mm-hmm.
Just a weird fucking little voice. I've been watching Twin Peaks, and he's in that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Just a shit ton of
Yeah,
voices.
that movie's fucking rad as hell, and I'm angry that it took me so long to really
Yeah.
find my way to it. Watched American Fiction.
Oh, you go to the
nice.
theater?
We did.
What is American Fiction?
It's one of the Best Picture nominees. It's a directorial debut, which is amazing. I really liked it. It's fantastic.
Is it a feelings movie?
It's a comedy, actually.
So
there are feelings. It's a
Okay.
feelings comedy.
Should I add it to my list?
Low, but yeah, it's good.
Okay.
It's worth your time.
Okay.
The problem is it's kind of two movies, and they really should have just stayed with one movie.
It's out.
You can still talk about the film.
Yeah, you can, but I just wanted to make sure that was covered.
Yeah.
It's not on the list anymore.
But the one movie is brilliant. Like they play with like it's all about like portrayal of black people in media and like that part of the movie is absolutely brilliant. But it's kind of cluttered and clunky, but it's great. It's really really great and well worth your time. And then I watched the movies that we're going to talk about. Oh no, I didn't log it, but I almost forgot. I watched another movie last night. I watched Battle Royale.
Oh,
you did?
Yeah, I finally
shit.
watched Battle Royale.
Fucking nuts, right?
And
Unbelievable.
yeah,
Yeah.
unbelievable.
You like it?
Unreal. Unreal to watch something that you're just like I know this is what created so much of stuff that is just part of just culture now.
yeah.
Unreal.
And then-
Like
but
Hunger Games, the Battle Royale game, a whole fucking game genre.
Yeah.
A whole
Like
genre.
the biggest game right now, period.
that made
Yeah.
Is
that
this
made
movie.
that genre made video games the fucking multi-billion-dollar industry that it is
from this movie.
from this
And like
movie.
every dollar that Hunger Games made, direct result of Battle Royale.
Yeah, no, that like there's
You cannot convince me
No,
otherwise. She
no.
watched this movie and was like, "Yep."
Yeah, good for
But
her.
we're gonna make it weird.
yeah, we're gonna make it white.
yeah, we're gonna make it white and weird.
We're gonna bleach that.
We're
and
gonna
put
write-
it in the weird future.
Yeah, we're gonna write this for the white Harry Potter fans.
Yeah, and it's pretty good. So
I don't.
And you did a good job.
She did a good job.
I like the books.
You did a good job.
The movies are
I didn't. I didn't read.
where'd you watch it?
at home alone.
Did you watch a?
I
on
own,
iPhone.
I own it now.
Oh, did you watch a dub or did you watch a?
No, sub. How dare you?
Okay, so did you purchased it digitally
I did.
and it came subbed?
What's happening?
I'm just curious. It's not streaming.
Yeah, you haven't given your movies yet.
It's
I know,
not
I'm like, this is
streaming
too early
anywhere.
for this. It's like, this is way too early for this.
Damn.
What is happening? Yes.
It's not streaming anywhere. That's not
It is
subbed.
It is on Freevee.
It is okay.
Yeah.
But I saw there were ads and I said, fuck this. It was like $8 to buy. And I
that's
was
It's
like,
been
great.
on
fine.
and off Netflix
Yeah.
for a while. I think
Subbed.
dubbed. No, both. You can get both.
It's currently off.
Anyway,
Or
I'm
just
curious.
or just go to video.
Because I tried to watch it 3 weeks ago, and every streaming version was dubbed. Anyway,
Well,
I'm
if
glad
you
that you
pay
got
to
the
rent
right
it or buy it like I did, it is subtitled and
No,
it's
I'm
fantastic.
I'm holding out for that out of print 4K set that I need to find somewhere.
Yeah.
Anyway.
And I bought tonight's movies
Oh, you did.
because there was a 3-pack with those two and one other.
Freaky.
Yes.
Yeah.
yeah.
And I was like,
Pretty cool.
I like that one enough. I'm going to have to rent these anyway. Yep.
I've got 9. How many do you have?
1, 2,
Only
3, 4,
38.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 11.
Real
Okay.
quick, I also started that show Shogun.
Oh, it looks so good.
So
I'm
fucking
banking
good.
them. I'm so excited.
That's
Yeah,
next.
I'm
Once-
tr- I-
once we get through F1, I'm going to be like, we're watching Shogun.
I either want to do that or I want to do True Detective next. I can't decide.
You should do some Kurosawas and then do Shogun.
That's kind of what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
That's kind of what I'm thinking. Okay, on that note, I'll just do these 9 movies real quick. The first thing I watched was Tenet.
I watched that too. I went and saw it in 70 millimeter film.
Can I just say something real quick before you say anything, Lucas?
Okay.
I want, this is just for clarity, and I just want to make this clear. The following statement is directed at you, Austin, and you, Lucas. You're fucking wrong! You're so wrong! This movie rips! This movie's so sick! It's so fucking cool! It is, Curtis is 1,000% right. It is just better Inception. Inception is a damaged thing compared to this. It is easily one of the better action sci-fi movies that's come out in a long time. It's so fucking sick. I loved it. I loved every second of it.
It feels so good. It feels so good.
Lucas turned his back on me. It rules, dude. It's so cool. It's
Cool
just
for
cool.
It's cool for cool's sake a lot.
There's some shit, and like what I love is that like it's so it's wildly complicated
Yeah.
to the extent that I'm not sure it even understands itself at times.
Yeah.
But somehow that worked.
It's a magic trick.
It's a magic trick.
And it has what I always accuse Nolan of not having, which is a heart. And it's very
does have a
weirdly
heart.
emotionally sweet. And it's about mostly between the two male leads. But like,
Although, what's the? It was the male leads Pattinson and what's his name?
John David
John
Washington.
David
Yeah,
Washington.
John David Washington. Maddie didn't love his performance
Oh man.
because she thought it was too like, kind of like zany.
buddy.
right?
But like that's a.
And I was like, I kind of like it.
A
It's
good
like a
Nolan
heart.
flavor.
Yeah.
I ordered my hot sauce an hour ago. The best fucking shit.
It's so random.
You know what?
he's. What, do you have anything to say?
I actually
No, nothing.
I actually just watched a little YouTube essay about Tenet.
okay.
I did. I need keys because it was a guy addressing.
You knew this was going to happen, and you wanted to have.
No, it actually was just fed to me because I guess the internet's reading our text messages,
Yeah.
and this guy recognized that Tenet is making some kind of resurgence, in that people are like liking it again. So I needed to hear this argument.
It's
And he's kind of saying exactly what you're saying about there's a zaniness to this movie that I think went unnoticed when it came out.
So no one really got to see it when it came out.
Because I think everyone is expecting tonally something different from a Nolan movie.
Yeah.
And this was kind of out of left field. Plus, he's doing some like really complicated thing
Yeah.
with time, and like it just was like, what the fuck? What did you just show me? And now that the world has had some time to let it sit, and that Oppenheimer happened, time to revisit this and that
Yeah.
this. So I am open to revisiting this movie,
You should,
I
man.
would be. I wouldn't be surprised if my views had changed.
I almost
But-
lost a coworker in Singapore because they asked me if I'd seen Oppenheimer,
Yeah.
and I went, yeah,
Yeah.
and I tried to just leave it there. Right? They were like, "Did you not like it?" And then it happened,
She'd be
Yeah.
like, I saw it.
and it was in the middle. And it was in the middle of the Singapore airport.
Oh, boy.
And I was like, and I think this. I saw this person realize like I have to sit in the same plane as him. For 15 hours. Please, we're
Yeah.
going to change the conversation.
Is this person also a proclaimed movie buff?
No.
Okay.
No, by no means.
Yeah. We could be here for hours and we don't want to be.
Yeah.
Tenet,
Moving on.
Good movie.
Tenet, good movie.
I'll go home. We're here for hours on Tenet.
On the plane, watched Minority Report
Ooh, fun.
for the
Oh,
first
rad.
time since I was a kid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That movie's good.
Yeah.
Yeah?
And everybody's in it.
I remember it
Yeah.
being good.
It's
Spielberg.
kind of a wild movie, man. I
Like Spielberg.
yeah. And it's like there's some like
That was
real
Spielberg?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
And there are some moments where I'm like, this is Spielberg? Because it's dark. Like it gets really dark at a point. When have you guys all seen this?
Oh, yes.
Long time ago.
Yeah, a couple times,
Worth
but it's
it.
been a while.
Absolutely worth a rewatch. And like some of the like when given the year that it came out and like the way it still looks,
Great, man.
magic. Yeah, love that. Then I did a very stupid thing, and that's I saw The Devil on the airplane.
Oh, yeah.
I was reminded. I haven't seen this movie since it first became available in the United States. That's maybe one of the best movies ever made.
Straight up.
What?
That's all I hear. I haven't seen it.
It's just
amazing.
I haven't saw
That's a Park
saw the
Chan
Devil.
Wook joint.
yeah. I have never seen.
No, it's a Kim Ji-woon joint.
Yeah.
Okay.
I have never seen a movie do what that movie does because it does a magic trick early on, and where like you're watching it, you're like, well, that's weird. Why did they do that? How much longer is the movie? And then they do this thing that like the way that it plays with like thriller and horror movies and revenge movies and throws that all at you is fucking so cool. Yeah, it's so good.
Lee Byung-hun, baby.
Watched Coherence.
Okay.
This kept popping up as like on like letterbox lists of like best horror movies of all time kind of thing. It's not. But wild. Very strange story about like it's like that time loop thing where like a bunch of people are in a house and like suddenly they're like there's like a comet happening, and then the next thing they realize is that there are doubles of them walking around. It's very bizarre. Like
us?
kind of, but not like that, but kind of.
Okay.
A lot of weird time stuff in this episode.
A lot of weird time stuff in this episode, but worth watching. I watched the original Invasion of the Body Snatchers, which I had not seen in years. What a fucking movie.
The old?
Yeah, just incredible. I did a kind of an insane thing on the way home, and that's that I watched Priscilla on someone else's screen. They had subtitles on the whole time. I pulled a Kalen in the middle of the movie. I
We
realized
just
that's what I've
watched it.
done.
And we're like, wow, I guess I watched that whole fucking movie.
I had every opportunity to watch it on my own screen, but I figured that like it was more fun to listen to Tool and watch this movie from afar because this looked like the most depressing movie ever made.
Tell this guy like, hey, can you scoot over?
No, Elvis was a monster. Like I knew he was bad, but like fuck, dude, like that. No, fuck that. Because Maddie kept wanting to watch it, and I texted her from the plane. I was like, yeah. I mean, unless you want to have like a real bad time.
Well, that Jacob Elordi just kind of gives off that vibe.
Well, it's funny because like the way that they, you know what? I won't spoil it just in case you watch it. It looks like it's very good.
Sofia Coppola.
Sofia Coppola.
Oh, is it?
The girl that's playing?
It's also A24, right?
I think so.
I think so.
Yeah.
The girl that's playing Priscilla is magnificent. And I guess she was in the Craft remake.
Yes, she was.
I got home. I started to watch Aliens. Promptly fell asleep.
Oh, wow.
Woke up, didn't finish it. Instead, I texted Curtis.
Yeah.
And I said, Curtis, I'm going to watch one of these 2 samurai movies that you told me to watch. Which one should I watch? Because it's my birthday weekend, so I can pick whatever I want.
Yeah.
And Curtis was like 13 Assassins, so I put on 13 Assassins. Maddie was quickly like, do I have to read this? Yeah. How long is it? 2.5 hours.
Yeah.
Okay. Right?
It's my birthday weekend.
Buddy.
Dude,
Buddy.
one of
Buddy.
the most hardest fucking movies you've ever seen in your
That's the
life.
hardest fucking movie I've ever seen in my
Hard.
life. It is from scene 1.
Just out the gate.
Worm sign. The opening scene of
Tombstone? Did 13 Assassins get remade into some Western?
No.
No. 13 Assassins is actually the original 13 Assassins was like a drama that came out. I've never seen that one. I'd only ever heard of it, and this is actually the reason I heard of Takashi Miike was because of 13
Yeah,
Assassins.
there's a Miike joint.
Gotcha.
And fuck,
Dude.
just
Just
like
the coolest fucking shit.
so cool.
Yeah.
The last hour of that movie, I was basically screaming.
I was actually not. Because I knew it's like a 2.5 hour movie. We go through like about 90 minutes of like really fun men on a mission shit. I'm like, okay, there's a whole hour left. There's a battle starting. Oh, this whole last hour of the movie is the battle. And it's the best.
Fucking rips.
13 assassins versus everybody.
And it rips so fucking hard.
Cool.
It's so cool. Highly recommend. Just the magic tricks that Miike does in that movie are just wild. Love it. Can't recommend enough.
I shall accomplish your task with magnificence.
Oh, dude, I basically
Cody
fell off.
Yakusho.
Basically fell off the couch when that happened. This is just so good. It was like Lucas watching Bangkok Knockout, just screaming.
Does it have a card in it?
Yeah,
Feudal Japan.
Yeah, feudal Japan.
Good. That'd be something.
They figured it out early. I watched Past Lives.
Shut the fuck up.
I watched Past Lives the other night.
That's too advanced. you are punching above your weight right now.
How am I punching above my weight? You just immediately like it's too advanced. How is that too advanced? That makes me sound dumb. What's wrong with you?
He was telling me, he told me that he watches this. She's like, I'm going to upset Lucas.
But Lucas knew.
And Lucas knew.
That's
too advanced. That's too advanced. What are you doing?
That's a perfect movie.
You jumped straight
It's a
in.
perfect movie.
Yeah.
Or a near perfect movie. It's maybe a tad too long. But message, just brilliant, gorgeous. Loved all of that. Having said that,
Okay. Don't make me mad.
Do it.
Maddie and I looked at each other at one point in the movie, and she's like, "Do you like it?" I was like, "Yeah, I mean, it's great." I said, will they get together? Will they not get together? These are the riveting questions that this movie is trying to answer. And
That's why I said too advanced.
well, that's the thing.
You
though,
weren't
right?
ready
You
for
gotta
it.
love that question.
No, because by the end they reveal why that they reveal the point, right?
Yeah.
And it's so poignant and beautiful, and I loved that. But like for the most part, the movie did not it didn't grab me. And I think it's because as I'm going on this journey to find feelings, I'm realizing that I don't necessarily love movies that make people feel human. Or you know what I'm saying? Like, I just don't think I love those movies, like The Holdovers, Past Lives. These things that are very deeply human, right? I don't love them. I don't.
What
I
was
don't
that
have
movie
a
you
good
watched that
time.
you love a lot now again?
Which one?
Tenet, right? Okay, yeah. That tracks.
This man has Before Sunrise and Before Sunset.
I like sterile clinical things. Tenet's great.
It's just no. I think I'm still doing the Journey for Feelings. We have a long year ahead
I
of
didn't
us,
even
boys.
put that on your list.
Past
on your
lives.
to-do
I didn't
list.
look at
Yeah.
your to-do list yet.
Yeah, and you're this is why you're fumbling.
Follow the list. It's not on there. Don't watch it.
It's a carefully crafted A to Z.
I love this. I love this concept that Lucas is like going through his head. He's like, all right, so this one's going to be over his head, so we're going to save that one.
It's not over your head. It's more like past lives is so nuanced.
You're not ready for it.
That like
It's so nuanced. Okay.
and that's not. I mean,
Wait. Think about it like this: if you're learning Japanese, you start with like food, dog, cat, good morning, and you were like, yeah. I'm gonna fucking read poetry, and we're like,
Yeah.
no, you won't understand it. And you're like, fuck you, I'm not dumb. You know what I'm saying? You're dumb.
Haikus are pretty simple. I don't know.
So what you're suggesting then is that
Fair
I
enough.
need to go watch the simple ones and then watch apparently the more nuanced ones.
Yeah, you got to grow.
Cody, your journey
this
is
is-
beautiful.
this is nuanced because it's steeped in like it's that emotional stuff, but it's also steeped in like Korean culture. She's not supposed to be with that guy because he's not like rich. He's not
Right.
so many things.
They make
for
that
him.
clear.
But it's like
That's
okay.
made aggressively clear in the film. There's
have
a
you-
whole passage where he talks about it.
But have you seen Last Christmas?
Yes.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
That's where you should
I don't
be at
like
right
it.
now.
Have you?
Well, I'm glad that was. I mean, I'm glad that you
I'll never
grabbed that. I'm
No,
just saying, like,
It's look like I said, man. It's an outstanding movie. Like it really is. It's just not for me.
Yeah. Look, this what Lucas I think means is, did you see a bear skin?
What?
Did you see a bear skin in the film?
I don't understand the question.
it's a pretty goddamn easy question, Cody.
Oh, it's just you're just asking like an actual bear skin.
Yeah.
Well, no.
Were there drums on the soundtrack?
Yes.
Were there?
Mostly not, but there were some.
Okay.
The soundtrack's one of the best soundtracks I've heard in a long time. It was
Great.
incredible, magnificent. Chef's kiss, perfect. Give that
Well, we're just-
give that person the award for that score.
Taste is a real thing, and some things you just aren't drawn to.
Yeah.
To each
Yeah.
of us.
You know,
Yeah.
if I'm ranking them so far, we're
hell
looking
yeah.
at Marriage
Rank 'em.
Story
Rank
at
your
the top.
feelings.
Yeah.
Looking at Marriage Story right up here.
Hell yeah.
Probably Past Lives underneath it.
Okay.
Iron Claw below that.
Okay, you're ready for the Before trilogy.
I think
Yeah.
we're at those three. I think those are the only three that I've watched so far. I think we're 3 months in the year and I've watched those three.
that's my thing. I would have shown
Yeah.
you before
Yeah.
I got.
You know,
to-
I have lived for 34 years and have had experiences.
You are a self-proclaimed.
Yeah, you started
Statue.
this journey. Don't attack him. We're helping you. He's your sensei.
He's a bad sensei. Sorry.
I'm not a bad.
That's what all young grasshoppers think.
Oh, I did put Past Lives on there. I don't even know my own list.
Oh wow.
I did have
okay.
Past Lives on there.
Idiot.
I am an idiot.
Cody, you got more films?
No, you put Planet of the Apes on there?
Well, yeah.
And I'm not watching The Wrestler.
Oh, the wrestler's fucking awesome.
It's outstanding. It's sad. I never want to watch it again.
Oh, you
Oh, you've
have
seen
seen
it.
it.
Of course I've seen
Okay,
it.
okay.
Do you have more films?
No. Oh yeah, well Dune, but we'll wait.
I watched The Strangers Pray at Night because I know we're getting 3 new Strangers films.
I know. What the fuck?
By Rennie Harlan.
I don't understand this
people.
because they're just there's just a remake of the first one.
No,
for
it's
it.
chapter 1. You got to learn how they become the strangers.
Yes, you do. Strangers Pray at Night is a film.
Yeah.
Straight
I noticed
up.
that got
That's a
missed.
film. I watched 13 Assassins. I watched Conan the Barbarian. Because Jess was like, yeah, I'll watch Conan the Barbarian. If you leave that door cracked open, I'm getting in there.
I still haven't seen that.
It's
I'm
amazing.
going to suggest that to Kaylin. I think she'll do it.
It's amazing,
I think she'll
dude.
watch that.
It really is. It hates women, but it's amazing.
You think
It hates a lot
You
of
think
things.
all things came from Battle Royale?
All things came from Battle Royale and Conan the Barbarian. Straight up. That's it.
Okay.
no other movies?
That's it.
Wizard of Oz and Kong, nothing.
No.
Watched Tenet. By the way, that's one of my top favorite IMAX experiences ever. Honestly,
I'm
the
so disappointed
soundtrack.
that I couldn't see that.
I would just say the soundtrack on that
Mike's down.
is the coolest. I've been listening to the Ludwig Göransson score all week, and in that IMAX was so fucking cool. I watched Moulin Rouge
Were
again.
you doing it?
No.
Oh, you weren't doing it? No, from the beginning.
I
What? Of the
Moulin
Dune
Rouge-
movies? I thought maybe like you'd memorized how to say that. No. Sorry, go ahead.
Speaking of Moulin Rouge, because it's a great...
The Baz Luhrmann movie?
Yeah, it's a fantastic soundscape.
I haven't
Moulin
seen
Rouge
that
is
in
still a
so
masterpiece.
long. Yeah.
Rules. It's just cooking with fucking emotional gasoline.
Did you getting screamed at the whole time though? Like most
Sort
Baz
of,
Luhrmann
I don't
movies?
know
but
if I
like
can do
it's
Baz.
not.
I respect the hell out of it.
It is all the Baz things that you think it is, but like I think it's the most palatable version. There is a good story underneath, like a good heartfelt story that's excellently performed by Nicole Kidman and Ewan McGregor, and it uses all your favorite songs from the 80s and 90s. What are you doing?
Shut Curtis.
What are you-
Rank your Lermans.
Wow, because right after that I watched Australia.
Yeah, I saw Australia and I was like, what the fuck? I was like, oh, he's doing a Baz thing.
Yeah, I own that movie, and I bought it because like I was the only person that thought it was great when it came out.
I didn't even know this is a movie.
It's okay.
There's a movie called Australia that Baz Luhrmann directed?
Yeah.
Yeah.
One of my first DVDs.
I'll give you three guesses what it's about.
Dude, he just recut that into a miniseries called Faraway Downs. It's on Hulu right now.
Mm-hmm.
It's the same shit, just like 6 hours long.
Wait, what's it about?
It's about
How long is the movie?
like 240.
How did he turn 240 into 6?
Because he cut a lot of shit out.
you ever-
And now that you're
have you ever
watching the
seen the
movie, I'm like, oh yeah,
musical
this
Oklahoma?
barely holds together.
No. Yes. Maybe. I know I've seen
So
Oklahoma.
take Oklahoma, put it in Australia.
Sounds
Australia.
not-
Australia's
okay.
pretty good. I think they miscast. I think Nicole Kidman should have played the Hugh Jackman part and vice versa. Because Hugh Jackman is too pretty and too nice in this role. Nicole Kidman could have done what he did, backwards in heels.
Wild.
Yes.
You wild man.
Yes. Then I watched 13 Assassins. You want to watch a Takashi Miike film where it's 13 assassins versus everybody?
This is next.
Blade of the Immortal is a film I watched.
Yep.
One guy versus everybody.
This is next. I'm so excited. I tried to convince Maddie to watch it the other night. She's like, I don't want to do another
Is that
This is based
that
on a
John
manga.
Wick influence?
I don't know. This is based on a manga,
Okay.
and I don't know. No, this came out in 2017 too. So
Oh, okay.
not really, but it's just think of like the comic book version of the most badass, insane samurai kill 'em all movie you've ever seen. It's a good time. It is 2.5 hours long.
Yeah, but it's okay.
It's so
'Cause
much
they're,
fun.
They're rippers. They're
It's-
fucking
it's a-
awesome.
It's a fucking ripper. Jess wanted to watch Meg to the Trench, so we watched Meg to the Trench.
Hell yeah.
Hot garbage that I love.
Still haven't seen it.
So delightful.
Love. We went to the theater twice this weekend.
Ah.
We saw Dimpa 2, and we saw a little film called Love Lies Bleeding.
I'm so
sorry,
jealous.
did you-
I want to
can-
see this so bad.
can
No,
you go-
no, shut up. He mentioned a much more interesting movie. I'm
go
very
back to
excited
it.
to see Love Lies Bleeding.
We'll go back to
I'm
it.
I'm so jealous that you got
Love
to see
Lies
that.
Bleeding. Holy shit!
it looks
this
so.
is
I'm so jealous.
this is an us film.
Ah,
Yeah.
when does it come out? Like April? Like
No,
a month?
on
this
Friday,
weekend.
bro.
Yeah, we're gonna go again. So
I think I'm going on. Dude, it's playing like nowhere. It's
Yeah.
ridiculous.
I
Really?
realized
Yeah.
that.
Yeah,
it's
that's
playing-
so weird.
It's
'cause
playing
those-
at the Grove, Century City. Those are the two closest ones to me.
Yeah, it's playing Burbank.
It's playing
It's not
Burbank.
playing
Okay.
Universal.
Yeah, I was shocked because me and Maddie are celebrating my birthday on Sunday, and we were
Yeah.
gonna go. I was thinking that like we would try to go see a double. I was gonna try to do that in Imaginary, and like it's impossible.
Yeah, I was surprised. Like, yeah, there's not a world where this movie makes a shit ton of money, but like,
No.
it's a fucking
Nowhere?
dude. It's a fucking ripper. It stars Kristen Stewart and Katie O'Brien, and they're so fucking good. Katie O'Brien, especially, you're just like this person's a star.
Would I know her from anything? I don't really
She was
recognize
in
her.
Ant-Man.
Which one? The first one?
No, the newest one.
Oh, I didn't see that.
Oh, I thought you did. She was TV. She's pretty popular from something. She's Jess's choice to play Gideon if they make a fucking Gideon.
You were
thing.
saying that. I love
Yeah.
that.
Guys, it's so fucking good. I can't wait to watch this with y'all.
Oh, I want to see it.
I watched A Blind Spot in the Paul Verhoeven oeuvre, which I had not seen ever. Jess was like, "Yeah, let's fucking watch Showgirls." And now we watched Showgirls.
I'm so jealous.
Guys,
I'm also jealous.
there's nothing like it. There's simply nothing like it.
You have a hard copy coming?
I do.
Can I
Jess,
rent
is
that
coming
next?
to live with us.
Your roommate?
Can I check that out next after I
Yes.
watch Blowout?
Yes, you may. I was astounded. And Tom McLaughlin's in it as well. Lead performance by Elizabeth Berkley, fresh off of Saved by the Bell fame. This ruined her career, straight up.
Really?
Yeah. And Paul Verhoeven's very open with like, she's not a bad actor. She's an excellent actor. I told her to do all this stuff. I told her to push it to an 11. And she does. And it's the wildest performance you may ever see. It's not good. but like it's inherently watchable always. And again, I was telling you, Austin, earlier, like there's so many titties in it, like none of it's hot. Like there's nothing hot about this movie to me. Like it's just there's just titties everywhere.
I'll find some heat.
Challenge accepted.
Yeah.
I'll find some heat.
But it's so fucking entertaining and cool.
I don't know how that's.
Yeah.
Well, you know what? Never mind.
I don't know what to
Moving
tell you. It just exists in, I don't know, when you got Robert Davi like trying to slap girls on the ass and stuff, it just doesn't do it for
Sure,
anyone.
yeah, it can make it gross.
It's not
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah.
Give you worm sign.
Dude, all right, we'll talk about this stupid.
I watched Dune Part 2.
Oh God, I hate Dune so much now.
It's just because of this, too.
From when I entered this house to now, my opinion on Dune has changed dramatically.
Which, I get it. It's not fair. Like, I don't like being the Tenet guy now because now no one's going to watch Tenet because I love it too much. Now I'm like, guess what, guys? I'd like Dune Part 2. But, like, now I'm the...
He says so French.
I hate Dune Part 2.
Dune Part 2.
Dune Part 2. I
Now I'm the mortal enemy of that movie because I'm like, it's fine.
I actually will say that I think most of the people that are like, I have not heard too many like people talk about this movie in such a way where I'm like, I feel like they actually have like good reasons for giving this like 5 stars, right? It just feels like that they were just so like.
You want me to give them right now?
No, you're one of the few people that I feel like it's different. Like
Yeah.
you've like to your point, right? Every time that you're talking about like we used to have this conversation where you're like people will say an opinion about a movie, but they won't explain why. And that used to drive
this
you
is
nuts.
how people talk about music to me when they say they like music. Like, I like the beat. Like, what about the beat did you like?
Right. And you like at least with Dune, like it seems.
And what
like
does the beat mean to you? Specifically the drums? Is it the keyboard?
And not everybody has the language to speak with about that sort of stuff.
and
you know?
I-
and they should be killed.
Yeah, exactly.
There's too many people on the planet.
That's what we're getting at.
Look, we gotta thin the herd.
Dude, I mean, I loved it. I thought it was just, it was magic. I thought it was everything that I wanted it to be and more. My only gripe is that it feels like it is going a million miles an hour. Doesn't have room to breathe at moments that I wish it would breathe a little bit more, and leaves a little bit too much at moments that I don't feel like it needed to breathe in. But when I think about the source material, I'm like, nope. That's the best version of this we're gonna get.
See, that's weird because
Incredible.
I think like the first half of the movie to me was like it was all breathing, and then it just goes, and you just don't. It doesn't stop.
Well, and I think I'm also like coming at this a little bit from a place of like thinking about the source material and all that like is in there, and then all the stuff that like isn't in there. That doesn't necessarily mean that it needed to be in there. I feel like this is the best version that you could have possibly given an audience, like the way that they covered it. But there are moments where I'm like, you could have. This could be. A little
There was some. I will say there are some moments that I feel like how did we get like that? Something moved really quickly here. Like
so
plot-wise.
fast,
Yeah.
so fast.
And like I did feel a little whiplash in moments.
Speak.
No, you're currently speaking.
But we want you to
Continue.
speak,
no,
too.
Lucas
Interrupt.
is actually speaking right now.
Yeah, man. What the
Sorry.
fuck?
Sorry.
No, he likes it. It's boring. Tell me why you don't like it. Why do you like our sand thing?
I think, which was prevalent in the first movie, I think Denis' ability to use scale on an IMAX screen is fucking unbelievable.
It's like the second or third best IMAX experience I've ever had. Because again, it's IMAX and more IMAX.
Yes.
Do the worms have scales, though?
Yeah, it's great.
That was more like skin.
Yeah, I wasn't sure either.
Do worms have scales?
That's what I called them.
Tell us, listener.
Do they have just like skin?
I think I can't remember if they're described as scales or skin in the book. I feel like skin definitely gets used.
Neat.
I am curious, Curtis. I don't know how. Like, we don't have to get into this movie, but I was just curious because I know that you felt like I would like to hear your thoughts about the movie.
I like the first half much more than the second half because I do like breathing with these characters and understanding the journeys in which they go. And then we feel like we get to the second half and it's just scene after scene, literally just scene after scene. I'm not sure what the cohesive unit between all of it is. yeah, it doesn't feel like there's much heart there for me to like really latch onto. Things happen to me in very pretty and bombastic ways, and I'm grasping. I'm like on the back of the Shia Lude trying to fucking grab a scale, but I'm just falling off. I think it's a taste thing. I think it's a lot of sound and fury, but it's a thing, and I like it. But for me, it's just a thing. You know?
Yeah, I just
He can stay, right?
yeah, I guess.
Okay.
I think Dune sucks.
Nope.
It's just Space Hamlet.
It's
Well, I think Denny's made 3 better sci-fi films already than this one, so it's like,
I think Blade.
Sicario.
yep.
I think
Prisoners.
I think Blade
Wow,
Runner.
5 better sci-fi films.
Blade Runner 2049 might be. I think I might like it more.
I like Arrival more.
Arrival's so fucking good.
Arrival's great. I don't like Arrival more than any of these movies because it's too human.
And exactly.
It's talking a lot about language.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's a beautiful
Communicating
story.
with each other.
It's
It's,
a
a
beautiful
gorgeous
story.
story. Very, very beautiful. I can think. Too many
Make her ride
thoughts.
a worm.
Too many thoughts.
Stab Elvis. I like when Willy Wonka stabs Elvis.
Oh, that reminds me. Yeah, in my Letterboxd review, I put Curtis had me raging at the
Yeah.
end
Yeah.
because we had what that was a leftover channel from what the current Discord server was converted from.
It's a conversation that the two of you have that's private and excludes Austin and I.
Well, Austin was in when we were
Hey, why?
because you started because we had a hashtag spoilers channel.
Oh yeah.
And he wrote some shit in there that even Charles was like, dude, if that's real.
Yeah, I clocked that. I was like, damn, dude.
And so when it was happening, I was like, in my head, I'm like, how do I write this message to Curtis if this is real right now? Like, I can't believe you did that.
Oh, is that a real thing?
No.
You said?
No.
Oh, it
No.
wasn't. Oh, okay.
No.
I did not spoil the film in that thread.
Oh, I forgot.
But
what
it
even
added
said.
a thing to that
Yeah.
movie, so maybe it made the
Yeah,
movie
right,
better.
sure.
Well, and then you did. then you
funny.
did maybe one of the more funny things that I've seen you do in a
That
while.
was a good one.
Where did you guys catch what he did right
gone.
before he
It's gone
deleted the
forever.
thread?
No, he deleted it.
So right before he deleted the thread, he sends a message that's just a picture of Oppenheimer. And then
Fantastic.
like 2 seconds go by, and then he deletes the
Like
fucking
3
account.
minutes. I want people
Oh.
to see it.
Oh, okay.
So I wait like 3 minutes.
I didn't see it. Damn.
Yeah.
It was very
Look at
funny.
you. You're clever.
It was very clever.
Every now and then, sight gags because I can see.
That's why we keep our eyes.
Yeah.
Look at you. You're funny and clever.
Well, regardless, I think that we can probably all agree, whether or not we like the movie, that it's a gift to be able to be around and to be able to see that movie because it
It's
is.
a gift.
I think whether or not people like the movie, I think it's difficult to argue that that's not just like the spectacle of it all.
No, it should be banned.
Just on a
Don't dare, Austin.
on a pure technical level, that movie is perfect.
It should be banned
It's
for boredom. You just take a camera to the desert. Whoopty shit. Fucking perfume commercial.
Cody, did you watch this on your birthday? You didn't watch this on your birthday. Did
no,
you?
I didn't.
Yours
But
are funny and clever.
I know.
instead of that, I doubled. Well, I didn't get to double because I got home. I actually was on a plane for 48 hours on my birthday because I had my birthday twice.
Which sounds impossible, but
It's true.
did.
Time travel.
zones.
And then I got home, and then I watched 13 Assassins. Then for my birthday, we watched Happy Death Day, and Happy Death Day to you.
to you.
Happy Death Day! Happy
Death Day to
you!
Wow,
You guys
this is
do-
our
let them do
feature
the
films.
Screams.
I want somebody else to do it.
I'll do it. Both of them.
Fuck yeah.
What the way your mouth.
No, I know. It's
It's so it's wild.
Okay, I want a close up of your mouth.
Push out sound. Your tongue has to do all the work.
I just want ew. I
It
just
has
want
to move the air.
I just want a crop of just his mouth doing that.
Yeah. Well, especially because like he has a very defined jaw, right?
Yeah.
So like when it comes down, it is.
It's
when it unhinges.
Yeah, it's
yeah,
magic.
if you couldn't be Bruce Wayne, everyone would be like, "Yeah, it's you. We see you."
That'd be pretty
I know
cool.
that fucking jaw.
Yeah. And we got to shut down these 2 films.
Yes, we do.
Yeah, are we gonna do this in
Not-
1
you're not
minute?
gonna
Yes,
do
we
it.
are.
Yes, we are.
I'm going second.
You madman. First,
Third.
Who's going first?
me. All right. You're the caboose, bitch.
Of both movies?
Well,
You'll be
Theoretic-
the caboose.
theoretically-
of Happy Death
Theoretically,
Day to
you're
you.
just
two.
two. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Theoretically, who knows?
theoretically, it's going Happy Death Day Part 1, Happy Death Day Part 2, Happy Death Day to You Part 1, Happy Death Day to You Part 2.
Okay.
That is the goal.
That's the goal. You
the
all
goal.
ready?
Yep.
No, because somehow the two of us ended up on one movie.
Yeah.
It's not going to work well.
Yeah.
Shutting them down at 3, 2, 1.
So we wake up in a dorm room and there's this bitch. She's a horrible bitch, and this guy is like, "Hey, you're a bitch," and she goes about her bitchy day, and it's her birthday, and she has a hangover, and things are going. And she's going to this party, and there's this mystery box, and she gets murdered, but she wakes up back in the dorm room.
So we wake up in this dorm room and there's this bitch, okay? She's this miserable bitch. And then this guy's like obviously saying, like, you're this bitch. And she's going out into the world and doing her bitchy things, and then she goes to this party, and then she's going to get killed. And she wakes up, she got to do the whole day again.
Everything just keeps getting repeated, and then she figures out that it's her roommate after trial and error, and then she kills her roommate. Anyway, wakes up in the next one, the movie starts over, and now we're in the Happy Death Day to You, and the roommate wakes up, and he's got a friend. And the friend is, what's the friend that wakes up?
Turns out everyone's in a parallel universe. She's now in a new parallel universe where they're figuring out a thing that fucks with time and stuff. And they spend most of the movie just figuring out how to work the machine. Then she kills the other guy, and then they end the loop. And
I'm sorry, that was a breakdown for me
Is
there.
that why you picked second?
Yes.
You were just going to do that?
I was just going to
You
repeat whatever the
saucy
first
bitch.
person was
You
going to
saucy
do.
bitch.
I clocked what you were doing as it happened because I saw the glint in your eye memorizing what Austin was saying. You
Oh, yeah.
son of a bitch.
It was a joke on me because I just had to say bitch a lot.
Yeah.
Great work.
I actually appreciated I got the last half of
You guys actually did really good.
You crushed it.
because
To clarify,
Yeah.
she is clearly a bitch in the beginning of the movie, but by the end of the movie, she learns.
part
to
of the
be-
story is to learn for
She
her
learns to be
not to be
a great
bitch.
And I
person.
couldn't clear that up because I was just trying to repeat exactly
Correct.
what Austin said.
I do not think she is a bitch.
But on that note, I actually think this is like that. What you just described is one of the things that I think really sets this movie apart.
Honestly, the best thing about the movie probably is that stuff.
Yeah, it's the fact that like it's that character development that they give her, and the way that they make the plot revolve around that, and that growth in this kind of subtle way is magic. It's so good.
Yeah.
I loved that.
That's the heart of the movie for me. That's why I ended up liking it, because up until it wasn't doing that stuff, I was like, pretty standard fare, not getting weird enough. Is it this?
Do you got to
No.
check your pants again?
No, I just realized that what I've just described was a very human thing, and somehow I really liked
Yeah,
that.
because when human things are wrapped up in shiny, fucking, goopy, weird sci-fi horror tinfoil,
You
True,
like
I
it.
did look at Maddie at one point during Past Lives and was like, if they just add a demon.
Just one demon.
Or do you know how much cooler this movie becomes?
You know what?
immediately?
Maybe starting with Marriage Story and Past Lives is the same thing as doing Orange Theory to me. It's like just do the hardest thing first
Just
and get
go.
it out of the way, and
Just
now
go.
you're in shape.
It's too advanced
Yeah.
for my
just start with ayahuasca. Just do it.
Just go straight.
Just do
Just
it.
go straight to 12 hours of DMT.
These movies are directed by Christopher Landon. He started off in the Paranormal Activity franchise, writing some of those, ended up directing one of those. A big Blumhouse guy, that Christopher Landon.
I did not know
yeah.
that he was involved with Paranormal Activity.
Really?
That's
Yeah, he
interesting.
directed marked ones. He wrote parts of 3, I think some of 3 and 4.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, and so this came around. As you can imagine, this is Groundhog Day as a slasher film.
And they acknowledge it, and that's great.
Yep.
The most fucking pitchable thing you could imagine in a room.
Yeah.
You say that to me in a room, you're like, go, here's $12
your
million. Go make this
Yeah.
fucking thing.
Because these things made stupid
money. He had a great piece in an earlier issue of Fangoria Volume 2 about Freaky,
Yes.
where they talked a lot about, because he wrote Freaky, right?
He co-wrote,
Co-wrote Freaky.
Michael Kennedy co-wrote Freaky.
Yeah.
But I don't know whether
But he
credits
directed
break down.
it,
He
right?
directed
Oh, excuse
it,
me.
yes.
Right. Well, anyway, as a director, he talked a little bit about his the through lines with these kind of fun, upbeat kind of school horrors that
Yeah.
he's done. I guess it's also a lot of it strains from his, if I remember correctly, the experiences that he has had growing up. I think as a gay man
Yep.
and getting harassed a lot.
And also the
Interesting.
son of Michael Landon.
Who is
Really?
House on the Prairie, Michael Landon. Yeah.
Wait, who am I thinking of?
what?
You probably know, I know him from House on the Prairie, but he was a fucking huge star.
That must be why. So Rachel Matthews, the opposite, the sorority sister,
Oh no.
She's the daughter of one of the House of the Prairie people.
Oh, no shit.
Because Rachel Matthews is a old
Little
friend
house,
of mine.
Little House on the Prairie. Is that what I said?
Little House-
Oh, really?
Who's a good friend of yours?
Rachel
back.
Matthews, the bitchy sorority sister.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Really?
Old friend of mine.
The roommate?
from Bel Air Presbyterian.
Wait, the
Really?
one that kills
Amazing.
her?
Yeah.
No shit.
No.
No,
Danielle. Her name's Danielle.
Danielle,
She
yeah.
went to Bel Air?
Yeah.
Oh, amazing.
Really?
Yeah. Went to family camp with her for many years.
Holy shit.
Get the fuck out of here. That means that we both did.
Yeah. We were kids. So I'm so glad I remember when I saw her book this thing. I was very happy for her. But her parents are Little House on the Prairie people.
Oh, that's amazing.
So that's probably her
funny.
relationship to
I
this
didn't
movie.
realize. That's
Interesting.
really fucking cool.
Yeah.
Exactly. So, Lucas and Cody, you both went to family camp with Rachel Matthews, but did you know that she is also Christopher Landon's niece? Rachel's mother, as Lucas stated, is Leslie Landon Matthews, Christopher's older sister, who also appeared in Little House on the Prairie with their father, Michael. So it seems like it's time for 3 franchises to conjoin and give us the Freaky Death Day on the Prairie.
I love these movies. And
Oh, yeah,
they-
Austin, you picked these.
I did pick these. I hadn't seen them, but I knew they were college and I wanted to see them. I love the first one. Falls into the same category of freaky for me of what I call gateway horror.
Yep.
Is the best. These are some of the best movies to get your partner, friend, or whatever who doesn't like horror to watch a horror movie with you.
Absolutely.
Did you watch these with Kaylin?
No.
Do you think would she have liked them?
I think so. She liked Freaky. I do
Yeah.
think she
Oh,
would have
she
liked
liked
them.
I feel like
I
these
think
are
she would've
fun.
done-
Yeah.
But she had a busy weekend, and I just had to watch these when I
Yeah,
watched
yeah.
these. But she really liked Freaky, so I think she would have liked them. And I own them now, so we can watch them at some point. And so that's kind of what I love about the first one is it's so accessible to the non-horror people, but like still works in the slasher ways that we want it to. But I
one does.
gotta say though, I was really blown away with what they did with 2.
Yeah.
I think it's the weaker movie, but the fucking balls because they had to tread new ground,
Swing
and
for the fences.
and the balls of what they did, I think is just
Yeah.
it works. It's not as fun or as like coherent or good as the first one, but they fucking went hard left. We're doing a sci-fi genre movie.
Yeah, that was my only thing. Was like this movie still works and I'm still having fun. We're almost not in horror movie
It's not.
anymore.
It's not at all.
You know?
It's
Like
Yeah.
straight up
It's-
almost not a horror movie.
Like they
Yeah.
kind of try to force in the horror thing just to keep the audience, but it's not. And I kind of respect that.
Yeah.
That they were just like, well, now it's this.
Yeah, I saw that and loved it the first time. Liked it less the second time. Like it a little more now. I think this is the third time I watched it, just because that's just the second time you see some of the seams of how the thing is coming together or not. But then now I'm like the same way. The balls to like just put that movie together the way you do, where it's fairly, it's not plotless, but like it doesn't. It's not really a whodunit anymore. It's just like
Right, because you can't retread that ground.
Yeah.
You can't do time loop again. It's going to get boring. You can't do a new whodunit. It's
Yeah.
going to get stale.
So you do alternate universe where you give your character her mom back and you
Yeah.
like make her decide.
Exactly. It's
Hey,
great.
As someone who has lost a parent when she saw her mom, I bawled.
So
Yeah.
Because like the
Yeah.
power of that moment, like
Yeah.
what that would do
Yeah.
to somebody.
Same. I got emotional.
you-
Even I got just
Yeah.
the weight of that of seeing your dead parent. Like fuck. It's like kudos to that movie
Yeah.
for doing that.
Yeah.
I think there are 2 secret weapons to this film. The first of which being the scripts. I think, especially for the first one, it's so tight and it's so expertly wound. It could have gone off the rails and been annoying at any given time. Because I clocked it this time. She comes back and lives that day 11 times.
Okay.
And early
Okay.
on, when you're like, am I getting tired of it?
They do a really
figure
good
out
job
a good way to make you not tired of
of
it.
managing that. Yeah.
And just that whole thing of letting a character be, for lack of a better term, a bitch. Like for letting this character be rough around the edges, for letting a character just like be hard and like not warm. And you're like, maybe you should get killed a handful of times and learn a lesson or two.
Yeah.
Like that's just fucking cool, good shit. Like
It's a good idea.
it's not holding our hands, right? It's not like this is a good person that is only going to get better. It's like, no, she's had a rough fucking life and
Yeah.
she's shitty at people.
She's acting out. She's being terrible.
I think that's phenomenal. We can talk about that a little bit more, but I also want to bring up the second secret weapon of all of it is the lead actor, Jessica
great.
Roth.
Oh yeah, she's great.
Great.
Like holy shit.
Yeah.
Great.
Outstanding.
Fantastic.
My
I think
favorite.
all of them are great. She's stood out though.
Everyone was great. Seriously. But yeah, she was. And to keep track of all of that time warpy shit is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, especially
lot.
because I can't imagine they film this linearly, right?
Yeah,
I
I
was
would-
thinking about that, like that whole end of it, right? Like
Yeah.
the way that they, like the craft of making this movie, and the fact that like it's probably not filmed in sequence.
No,
Almost
it's
couldn't
not.
have been.
Because I watched the featurette since I own it. I did watch a featurette I'm making, and they were talking about the actors were saying the director was doing such a great job of keeping them because they would have to in these same locations shoot like
All of your shit.
scenes like 11, 15, and like 48.
Yeah.
You know, like especially the like nurse roommate, like all her scenes are in that room mostly.
Wow.
So she has to go from like friend to like murder.
Kill her.
And so they were saying the director was doing a really great job of like keeping them in check of like, okay, now you're this version of this person, and now you're this. So yeah, kudos to him and to her to keep all of that on track. Because to your point, this could have gotten very annoying and very old really quick, and I think a lot of the reason it doesn't is her performance.
Yeah.
She's engaging, she's fun, she's likable. You know, like she sucks at the beginning, but she's still likable.
Yeah, she's fucking screen presence, just holds a screen.
Yeah.
Isn't something that anyone can just do.
Correct.
Like I don't mean to like compare in a negative way or anything, because I think what Catherine Newton does in Freaky and like Lisa Frankenstein is fantastic. Those are two different energies, but I think like seeing what two different types of like screen magnetism are like, because
Right.
like you can put Jessica Roth in Freaky and that'd be a wildly different thing.
Yeah.
But just the comparison of what two people on screen
Well-
are able to do is
Well,
super fucking
sounds like
interesting.
it's pretty likely that we'll get that.
Is that going to be a thing?
It still seems like it's going to be a thing.
Oh, what?
A freaky Happy Death Day crossover.
They should. These movies, I looked it up, these movies made fucking stupid money.
Did they really?
First one was made for $4 million.
Shut up.
And it made like 100.
Shut up. Yeah.
Second one was made for $9 million, and it made like 64.
Amazing.
Just
yeah,
cash cows. They're great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which makes sense. They're cheap as hell.
Was there any other magic little Easter nuggets that you learned on the?
There was an alternate ending for the first one.
lay it on me, baby.
So it's hard because I don't know where it would cut in, but she wakes up in the hospital, and like her dad and her boyfriend are there, and then they do the Black Christmas thing of like, okay, she needs to rest now, and like everyone leaves this traumatized woman alone.
That's so good.
And then the doctor's like, you've had so much trauma, you're gonna have to just deal with the pain. I can't give you painkillers. So then a nurse comes in and is like, I'm gonna give you something for the pain, and she's like, oh, the doctor just said. And then the nurse like draws, closes the blinds and rips her mask off, and it's the wife of the professor that she's been banging, and she says something like, you think I would just let you fuck my husband? She just injects all the painkiller into the IV, and she like screams, and then it cuts.
Wow.
I don't hate that ending.
It's pretty good, but I wonder if they were
pretty
like,
good ending.
we should save her for the sequel.
I think they were like, wait, this might be a hit.
Yeah, don't do it.
Don't kill her yet.
Jason came in and was like, maybe
Yeah.
we refrain, make it a bonus feature.
The sequel also did something that I really love in sequels, where it picks up immediately where the first movie ends.
Immediately.
I love that.
She was in the
Perfect.
same T-shirt and everything.
Yes.
It's literally that moment. Like, I love that.
Dude,
Yeah.
and that beginning where she's like on a rage path when she's figured out that it's happening again, I lost my fucking mind with laughing.
when she screams, "You are gay!"
Broke me. I had to rewind it.
You are
gay. And the way, dude, the energy she puts into that was hilarious.
Yeah.
It's not such a good performance.
Yeah, it really is.
Okay, I'm gonna say it. I'm
Do it.
dumb. What was the thing that broke the loop? She had to kill her roommate.
In the first one?
No,
In the first one.
In the first one, she had to figure out who was killing her.
and then
Yes.
kill her, and then kill that person.
Yes.
Okay, but this wasn't a result of the poison cupcake. We find out, but through two that the rolling blackout caused this weird.
Correct. The poison-
time loop is a result of the machine that they were building.
But that's why one's a little confusing, a little vague.
Well, one doesn't explain it.
One does not explain the time loop at all. It doesn't try to. This
Okay.
is just a thing that's happening.
Yep.
Fucking deal with it.
Which actually, come to think of it, also a magic trick that like. Well, I mean, I guess this might not be. Sounds like it might not have been the case for you, but like, it's not until like the end of the movie that I'm like, oh, wait a minute, they never actually explained.
Yeah, I didn't. I didn't
Right.
care at
You know,
all.
I didn't
was like,
care.
Here we
Right.
are.
But it sounds like you felt like that was a little bit like that. You needed that a little bit.
I was like, are they going to? I was looking if they were even going to try to explain what's happening.
So I also is my understanding that he had the idea for 2 in his pocket when he made 1.
Okay.
So like in his head canon, this was always why there was a
These
time
rolling
loop.
blackouts.
Yeah,
were gonna be it.
and he
Got it.
always wanted to make the second one like a Back to the Future kind of sci-fi genre, like not a horror movie. So like
Interesting.
it's kind of written in the first one, but not in any way that is explained at all.
Okay. Gotcha.
She's just in a time loop now. But it's like also just like fun deaths, and like as horror fans, we always love
Oh yeah.
just a montage of death.
Because I mean, like, these movies are clearly just having fun the whole time. Because
the suicide montage
I
in
was
the
about to
second
bring
one.
up the suicide montages because, like, if she figures out she just got to kill herself, like, logistically, you just do the same thing every time. You would probably just put a bullet in your head.
Yeah.
every
I was
time.
curious if there was anything to be said about like really bad, horrible depression in the second film.
Yeah,
Because she just keeps killing herself
Yeah.
in more and more awful ways.
I know. I'm like drinking the bleach.
Yeah.
I know. That was the one I marked down. Go ahead.
Well, it's funny because like that's actually something that I think is completely lost in that one. Like I think the second one feels like it doesn't, like, even if they were targeting that, right, like some deeper message, it feels void of any message.
Yeah, so I was trying to like put it together. I was like, is there something here? Because it's specifically instead of a slasher killing her, she's just offing herself. It's fucking dark.
Yeah, it's very,
Very,
dark.
very
Like,
dark.
and I think at that rate, like that's the second one is far less interesting for me. Like I actually don't. I'll watch the second. I'll watch the second one, but if I never saw it again, I don't think I'd be heartbroken. Just because I think it loses that loses that energy for me because of how kind of poignant the first one feels in a way, and how well executed the messages are.
Yeah, the second one is just such a radically different movie.
Radically different.
It's hard. Like, if you were a fan of the first one, it's like, well, we'll see if you like this one because it's not the same thing. at
No,
all.
not the same
Which
at
I-
all.
But
But I mean,
like,
what I'm getting at is like to Curtis's point. It seems like they could have been trying to do something.
maybe. I think the little anarchist in me kind of loves the like, yeah, just do a totally different thing.
No, yeah.
Like, fuck your
no,
audience.
I'm
do
not,
whatever you want.
I'm kind of not saying that one begat the other. I'm saying kind of. I feel like they were a little bit anarchy. Let's make something wildly different and just see
Yeah.
if we could pull this off. And through that process, may have discovered something a little meaty and interesting in the depression of it all. Because again, I don't know how the whole thing like came about, but just the fact that we got to get to. I feel like a hook into the film is let's give her mom back and to see what she does when she has the choice to have her mom back. And then seems ancillary that the device for her to like reset and learn more to hopefully solve the problem is killing herself. I'm just questioning, like, is there something there that they either discovered or just did and shows something of their interiority coming out that we don't, that maybe doesn't work? You know?
Right.
I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't want to think that there is when the friends literally say the line, you should probably just kill yourself. Like, they say that to her. And I'm like, it's
a good point, yeah.
"Ooh." I hope that, like, I hope depression is not a topic here. I don't think it is.
I definitely didn't take it that way. I took it as this is our new, like they had the murder montage in the first one. I think they were just trying to find a way to work in some like horror elements to appease the fans of the first one.
Sure.
And they're like, well, what if it would make sense if she has to memorize all the shit that she'd want to get to the next day as quick as possible. So maybe she just kills herself.
That makes sense. It's probably that. It's probably very simple and cheap.
Also,
by the way,
yeah.
I have hard times just playing in my head right now as we're
Song's a
talking
banger.
about it.
Did you guys expect for her to be the killer in that one?
In the second one,
Yeah, in the second one?
For Tree to be?
Uh-huh. Oh, yeah, let's talk about that first. Hold on. Her name's Tree.
It's Teresa. And
Still,
some-
I don't
call
think
her
there's...
Tree.
yeah, they call her Tree.
Call her Tree.
I'd go Reese and Risa before I get to Tree.
I'm weird. I love that name.
it's cool.
Tree?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's cool.
Okay.
If she smoked weed more, like maybe.
Smoking trees.
Her being the killer definitely crossed my mind. For the
Because
second
they
one.
didn't. Because like the way they made it work with the first character in the beginning of the movie was like,
They set that
if
up.
you're jumping,
Yeah.
if you're jumping
they definitely
universes,
set
there's gonna
that
be
up.
a copy. So I was like, wait, where's her copy? She can't.
Yeah,
she
maybe.
can't just jump into
Yeah,
her own body.
they definitely set that up. I wonder if there's a reason they didn't follow through with it.
Yeah, I don't know that through line or that story beat never really got paid off for me.
Because then,
any-
like, what's his name? His friend, his roommate friend, the Asian guy who's like
Ryan.
It's like other Ryan. It's like where did he go? Like that kind of just gets set up and then thrown away immediately. I wonder if it feels like rewrite stuff. Like I feel like they probably set it up to be she would be the killer in the other one.
Right, because they go back, because she goes back in time again and then like resets that. That's what gets her in the loop, because she like resets it, right? They hit the button
Yeah.
and then she gets stuck
She
in the
switches-
alternate timeline,
yeah.
and then has to reset in the alternate timeline.
Yes.
So that's kind of where they're like, okay, we're doing away with this.
Yeah, that's
stuff.
gone now.
And
Yeah.
now we're doing this
Yeah.
stuff.
Now it's the professor guy.
because
It's a little messy.
yeah, I
for
thought what they were gonna do was that it was her copy in that universe, and she was gonna be like, no, you're not gonna fuck this up with me for me. Like I'm with mom.
Yeah.
Like do some shit with.
Like
Yeah.
the other one wanted to stay or like come back to hers.
Yeah,
They'd
something.
fight over being in that. Yeah.
Yeah.
The lack of a duplicate makes things a little bit like what's happening.
There's a little inconsistency in their sci-fi.
I don't, but I think
There's a little inconsistency to see.
As a sci-fi expert and a lover of Dune 2,
I think you're as someone who accurately states that Dune 2 is the greatest sci-fi film ever made.
Their portrayal of the multiverse and multiple timelines was left a lot to be desired. It's not accurate.
I was honestly ready for a Happy Death Day to You to be the best explanation of multiverses that has ever been put to film. I was like, oh, are they going to do this? And they didn't even try.
No, you had a napkin. What are you talking about?
I mean, yeah, the napkin kind of worked.
Yeah. Yeah.
You got a meeting?
No, Austin, I don't.
No, we can wrap this up. Cody's done. I'm teasing. It's just the way you're like ferociously.
Well, no, it's because this thing you have to.
No, I know, buddy. I'm teasing.
I am.
They're teases.
I'm a little tired because I went to see Dune at 9:50 at night last night, and I'm tired because I'm still a little bit on another time zone.
Well, my dog had diarrhea at 3 and 4 in the morning, and I had to get up, so I'm tired too. So suck it up, Singapore. You chose to see Dune. I was trying to sleep. My dog had diarrhea.
I'm not gonna lie, dude. Like I did check to see if there was a showing after this.
What is wrong with you?
go watch it again.
No movie's that good.
Jeez, oh, Pete.
I know, dude. See, I know, and I was gonna suggest I couldn't find one.
There is not a movie I would watch that
See,
many
here's
times.
the thing.
period.
Because of
Any
A-list,
movie.
I'm happy to go and enjoy an experience that
Yeah.
I love again immediately.
Oh,
Fuck
I agree.
Yeah, they
I'm-
should take it away from you. You use it too good.
I went and saw the Northman and the back. Oh, I forgot to tell you guys.
Golly gee.
This blew my fucking mind.
Yeah.
So we did this thing during this offsite that I was at where, because most of us don't know each other, they were like, go around the room and we're gonna do like an interesting fact. So we all sent like interesting facts to one person, and that person like randomly would be like, so little icebreaker moment. He's like, this person in this room in the year 2020 watched 378 horror movies, right? And
Wow.
and then everybody would have to point at who they
And
think
everyone
it is.
said, Jesus Christ!
They were like, please tell us.
What fucking
So,
monster
here's what was shocking.
is amongst
Pulls
us?
a fire alarm.
Everybody has to point at the person that they think it is.
Wow, that is rude.
One person pointed at me.
Only one?
Only one. And it was the person that already knew that to be a fact.
Was there an overwhelming favorite otherwise?
No.
Well, what did the... Okay.
No, not
It's
really.
obviously Fat Boy Steve. I didn't watch that many. Yeah, you did. You
So-
fucking Fat Boy Steve.
This,
Cody's like, no, it was me. No, it fucking wasn't.
No, look at this fat piece of shit.
this one comes up.
Pearl from Blade. They weren't Oh, Horace, shut up, Pat. We know it's you. You kick him a little bit. We hate him.
Much 280.
They on the last day, someone the guy that has all the facts goes, this person watched the same movie in theaters 22 times.
Is that you? Did you do this?
No.
Thank God.
But I was like, I immediately was like, I out loud went, oh, who the fuck is it? Because this is my people, right?
That's Fat Boy Steve. I can't go to the theater.
And was it A Marriage Story?
No, it was an animated an animated Chinese film. That I don't remember the title. I actually come to think that I don't think she said. I think I repeatedly asked, and she never actually
Yeah, she didn't
disclosed
wanna
what the
fucking-
movie was called.
She's like, I wish I never told anybody that.
No, she did. No, the
Why
weirdest
did I
part.
write it down?
No, why, here's the wild part. Then she made it even more interesting. She's like, weirdly though, I don't like the movie. She's like, I was just so wowed by the technical aspects of the movie and how it was made that I just wanted to keep going back to watch it.
I would argue
Yeah.
that's like
Yeah, I don't like crack either.
You just want to know how it's made.
I'm amazed at how much shit I get done.
Cody, how did you just talk about that fact about you after it was revealed? Did you have to talk about it, or did you?
Did you apologize?
No, when they revealed that it was me, they were like, fuck, like really?
Did you?
And I didn't go through a lot. I was like, yeah, the government said don't leave your house, so I just ate pizza and watched horror movies. It was great. And then my boss, who was the one that was facilitating.
Like, sir, this is 2022.
Well, my boss who was facilitating the whole thing was like, yeah, Cody's like he's a really big horror movie buff. He's like, I think he likes other movies too. And then
He's trying.
One of our lawyers looks at me and she goes, Texas Chainsaw Massacre? Is that your? She's like, what's your favorite? She's like, is it Texas Chainsaw Massacre? And I went, yeah, it
How'd you get
definitely
pegged
is.
like that?
And she's like, Chad Michael Murray. And I was like, remake.
Wait, what?
Wow, she thought the
House of Wax?
Yeah, she
She went to House of Wax.
yeah,
Okay.
she said Texas Chainsaw, but her mind went to House of Wax.
This is an amazing person.
Yeah.
For many reasons.
Yes.
That they pegged you for your favorite horror movie.
Yes.
But then we had to go back through the ringer and figure out that.
pegged you?
Oh,
Wow. Singapore.
Never been the same.
Wow.
that's pretty awesome.
with a wax dick.
Happy Death Day. Yeah, sorry, I
Happy
derailed
Death
that.
Day to you.
I just got so excited to share the story about my colleague that watched the same movie 22 fucking times.
That's pretty cool.
What's happening? Is that a spider web?
No, I just got to stretch.
I've been
my
seeing
elbow.
some in here lately. I tried to clean all of them out. That was the day that I found the bat that was decaying next
Yeah, cool.
to where Austin sits.
Pretty cool.
I've been sniffly ever since.
Do we have more? Have you?
Yeah, I'll be suing you.
He's
very
he's a manifesto. Happy
yeah, I
Death
have
manifesto.
I had some notes, but it's not it's just little bits and bobs I like.
I have a grave grievance with the second one.
Okay.
When they're at the basketball game, she gets a text and she looks at her phone, and it's the whole crutch of the movie is that this movie is Tuesday the 19th over and over and over again. That's the
no, she wakes back up in the same day.
Well, no, hold on. So her birthday is Monday the 18th. That's the
Yes.
whole first movie,
Yeah.
Monday the 18th, Monday the 18th, Monday the 18th. So the second one, it is Tuesday the 19th. That's the whole linchpin of the movie. She gets a text on her phone, and she's looking at it, and the date on the iPhone says Monday, December 11th.
Does it really?
I'm like, the fuck happened here? No
Really?
one was like, hey, this movie is extremely predicated on what day it is, and it is clearly not December 11th. She says it's like April, right? She says the 18th a lot.
I didn't see that.
Anyway, massive grievance. I was very angry to see
Very
that.
interesting.
Maybe
so
she's just
sorry.
now opening her inbox.
Or it's
I don't know. It's the past December
Pocket
11th.
dimension.
Exactly. Maybe your phone sucks. I don't know.
Did you guys notice the cameo at the beginning of part 2? Happens a couple times because we go back to that part. A few times.
Is it the hobo?
It's the hobo.
Who is it?
It's Brian Fuller.
Who?
Brian Fuller,
From?
Really?
the filmmaker behind Pushing Daisy's Hannibal, doing the new Friday the 13th TV show.
Oh.
Yeah.
I did not clock that.
When
That's
I was
cool.
watching, I was like, I bet this is someone.
Somebody, yeah.
Too lazy to look up who it is.
He
but I
and
bet
Chris
this is
Landon
someone.
and Michael Kennedy. They're all homies.
Nice.
He was at Love Lies Bleeding the other night. It was fun. Just tall fucking Nordic man.
Is he?
Yeah.
You hear that?
Always wearing a tracksuit.
What? Did you just look at me when you said that?
Yeah.
Did you hear that?
Yeah.
Why?
Nordic.
What does that have to do with
What's your
anything?
favorite movie?
Settled.
Nordic.
The Nordic Man.
Settled. Nordic track.
We're not. I went a whole episode without talking about the Northman.
You always kind of talk about the Northman.
I went a whole episode.
It's in the
We
subtext.
even talked about one of the Skarsgårds, 2 of them, and I never brought it up.
This is true. We did talk about
It's in the
Skarsgård.
subtext.
It's the best movie ever made, though. Like, for real. We even talked about Bobby. We even talked about Bobby Eggs.
Yeah, we did. We talked about him wearing a
The
sailor
Northman
suit.
was said earlier. I didn't even say it. It's the best movie ever made.
Talked about it when we were floating our new tier theory.
Yeah.
Forgot about that already. I regret remembering that.
Oh, fantastic.
Regret memory.
I mean, these are pretty light, poppy little films.
There's not a lot of meat here, and you know what? That's fucking fine.
I love it. It's
They're
great
so
to
much
have
fun.
that.
These are great movies.
And they're new. We don't do a lot of new films.
That's part of why I
as
picked these
features.
too. I was like 70s.
Yeah.
He's gonna wallow around in the 70s. We got to get something.
1830s.
You don't know
We
that?
got to get something from the
Yeah, I
last
don't-
40 years.
I think that I remember when this movie came out, I had a complete aversion to it.
Big same.
Because I was like, oh, this is like Drek. You know, and
Oh.
for some reason, the way the marketing around it,
I think me too. I think I thought it was like
I was like,
aimed
this is
at
gonna be trash.
yeah high
The
school.
trailer. Do you remember what the trailer for the first one, the song that was looped in that one?
Mm-mm.
It was in the club. 50 Cent.
Was it?
That's
Yeah.
weird because that's not
That's
the tone
awesome.
of this at all.
I know.
Because what?
That's not the tone of this at all. Like,
Well, it's in your birthday.
I believe
right?
that. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, I buy
birthday.
that. Yeah, and I mean, as long as it's not that fucking that ringtone.
Hey, it's your birthday! I bet you pick up your phone. This isn't legally actionable.
I don't.
It's your birthday.
I have no idea.
Also, she has her phone set up to have a specific birthday ringtone.
Yeah.
But she hates her birthday.
and everything at that point in time. That's
true.
I lost brain cells because of the number of times that I heard that fucking thing.
I am going to hack into the audio of this house and play that for 40 hours. That will be my revenge for the water balloon.
We already talked
good.
about this. You got
No,
your
you didn't.
revenge.
What
No,
was
you
it?
didn't.
You don't remember, so it didn't
You would
happen.
remember.
We would both remember.
Yeah,
it,
you
did,
would.
it didn't happen. You
absolutely
can't try to
didn't.
gaslight me into thinking
Not
I
gaslighting you.
avenged you.
You can't try to gaslight me. into thinking it didn't happen.
this is me gaslighting you. It happened.
No, that was the revenge. I gaslit you. Yeah, there are things about it like that ringtone, the proceeding, like doing the same shit over and over that could become very annoying very quickly.
Yeah.
But it manages to not.
That's what I'm saying.
The ringtone
I
does.
wanted to not like this movie. I'm
Oh,
walking
yeah?
into this movie going like, this is going to be garbage. My instinct was right, and I did not watch this movie this whole time for this reason. Never happened.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not
It's
a single
charming.
moment
It's
of
great.
this movie where I was like, I hate being here. It was like, actually, you know what? I don't mind this at all.
It's charming.
and
It's
fun.
fun.
Yeah.
It's light. It's
Uh-huh.
gateway horror. It's great.
Do we prefer either of these or Freaky? Just for the
Freaky.
fun of it.
I think Freaky, it's so hard to beat out Vince Vaughn
true.
playing
I'm
a
that
young
is true.
girl.
I'm a star power slut.
Hey, look.
So
But it's not even just star power. It's like Vince Vaughn
he's
is
great.
acting his ass off.
Yeah.
And Catherine Newton is too.
Yeah, yeah.
True, but I know, especially for Kaylin, the Vince Vaughn acting like a teenage girl is just
It's perfect.
fucking, it's
It's
money.
so good.
It's like Jack Black in the
In
new
Jumanji, yeah.
Jumanjis.
I
It's
think
just money.
I prefer Happy Death Day.
I think I prefer Happy Death Day 1
Yeah.
as well.
Not-
Over Freaky?
I think so.
Yeah,
I'd have to watch Freaky again.
Same.
I enjoyed Happy Death Day a lot more than I enjoyed Freaky.
Oh, a lot more.
A lot more. I like Freaky. I like Freaky. I think Freaky is great. I think Happy Death Day is magnificent.
It really is great. It's a great idea.
I think so too.
And I think
this is where I
I
was
think-
saying that one D word song.
What?
Yeah. No, don't.
Yeah.
You gonna make him do it?
No.
And I think it was really it was a good idea to call out Groundhog Day.
Yeah.
And even Back to the Future within the movies. I think it's fun to wink at, like, we know what we're doing.
In their dorm room, the guy's dorm room, he has 3 posters on his wall.
Yes, he does.
Did you clock them?
They Live.
Yep.
Yeah, I'll clock that one.
Shit. Oh, the green one. I did clock these.
Swamp Thing.
Mm-hmm.
Green Inferno.
Mm-hmm.
What's the movie we did where they cut up the animals? Cannibal Holocaust.
Should we let them?
It's a single word movie.
Not to my knowledge, unless there's another one that I didn't see.
No, he doesn't.
You know what he didn't have a poster for?
What?
Dune 2.
The
Didn't-
Duning.
They should have known. Repo Man was one of them.
Man!
I think that was the green one.
Repo Man.
And featured, the biggest poster in the room was a Back to the Future poster. But it was I couldn't tell what the art style was or if it was an international release. It wasn't clearly the classic.
The like him in
yes,
the car.
but on a couple close-ups you could see. I was like, oh, that's a fucking Back to the Future poster.
Yeah, I think-
you know.
Because I mean, he had the second one in the can, kind of.
Yeah.
So or not in the can, but
In his
in his
brain.
head. So I
Yeah.
think it was kind of they was trying to lay those seeds.
Yeah,
Clever,
fun little bits.
clever girl.
Magic. Joy. Cinema.
It's time to rate this bit.
Delight.
I think
Yeah.
it's, I think
For these
it's
bitches?
I give this movie... Hey, it was my birthday.
Wow.
It was your birthday.
It was my birthday. And I didn't pick up the phone intentionally.
Nice.
Great, wonderful, poignant messaging throughout. Throughout with that movie, right? Like with this just wonderful through line that this movie hinges on, that makes it feels like it actually has substance to something that, for all intents and purposes, could just be another like just noise in the endless slew of horror movies that involve someone in college getting killed. 4.5 stars.
Ooh, I would probably give it about the same, 4 to 4.5. And 2 a little less, but still high up because I think it did what it wanted. I give this film a portrayal of a blind French person because if I lose my eyesight, I will also act French. These are fun. These are great fun movies. Not everything has to be, a fucking slog or an attack on your senses, And so far for this series, we've picked 2, I think, really fun, light, or 3, I guess, really fun, light movies. And I think that's good to have in your life sometimes. And especially if you have a friend or a partner who's not so into the horror thing, this is a great way to get them involved. And they're good. They're well done. They're good movies. Well-made movies.
I'll give Happy Death Day and Happy Death Day to you 365 days that do not repeat. Because every day is special and every movie is special. And sometimes movies can just be special. And these movies are special.
Wow.
That was the fucking lamest one I've ever done.
You should. I'm going to submit you for a
Christ.
Nobel Prize, the Mark
you.
Twain Award for your words.
My thesis there being what kind of we've already said is like, these are just fucking good fucking times.
Yeah.
That's it. That's all I need to be, and I love it very
fun.
much.
You will watch them and be happy.
I will watch these movies again
Yes,
and again. I will.
and I'll be happy every time. I'm gonna watch it on Cody's birthday every year.
Really? That's sweet.
Instead of hanging out with you or doing
No, I'm gonna watch these 2 and then Dune 2.
And then Dune 2. Okay.
Which leads into my review
Oh, boy.
God.
of Happy Death Day and Happy Death Day to You, which is I give this duo of movies a poison cupcake, but the poison is the water of life.
Oh God.
Because now this is with the knowledge that it is a poison cupcake, because I do not want a poison cupcake, but I will eat it. And after I eat it, things will come to light that this was a great movie. And both of these movies were actually wonderful.
I love you. I love you.
And I'm so glad I ended up taking the bite,
Hell yeah.
because these are great movies.
Put the water of life in there. Just had to figure it out. Shudcast approved!
Absolutely.
Yes.
Approved.
I believe it is Lucas's turn.
Is it? Okay.
I thought it was Cody's.
No, I'm last.
Oh, you're last? Why are you last?
Me and Curtis figured this out the other day after an in-depth conversation.
You kind of get skipped on a pick if we're switching theme at the same time, so it kind of has to come back around to you.
Yep. It will always be that when you pick the theme, you will be last on the next.
It'll
theme.
be because Cody will pick the last movie for this theme, which is Beta Theta Die, college horror. He'll pick that last film, and then it'll be your turn to pick a new theme and film, which will skip me, and I'll be the last one because it should be my turn. Because you picked after me.
It makes sense.
I don't give a shit at all.
You started to seem like you did. Yeah, you asked. So
Because I figured if the four of us just go, like if we just each go, then it's been decided.
It doesn't work that way though, because if I pick the theme, but it's because if I pick the theme, right?
Yeah.
And I pick the first movie because it's my theme, right?
Yeah.
And then we go in the order from there, right? It's gonna then Curtis, right?
Yeah.
Curtis picked the next one. Okay.
Yeah.
So that's Curtis. Curtis picks the first movie, and then it keeps going it goes back in the order, right? So it'll end with me.
That was not the best way to explain how that works.
Terrible way of explaining it, but
Okay.
do you want to go through it right now?
No, I don't like it anymore.
We're vamping for Lucas, so we can go through it
that's
as many
true.
more
Yeah.
times as you want.
Yeah, because he's got time. So here, let's do this. I picked a movie and a theme, and then who picked second?
I did.
Curtis picked
Yeah.
the
We should
second,
pick any other possible time killer that exists.
and then third.
Well, fear is the mind killer.
Yeah,
So,
dude, fear is the fucking mind killer.
Dune is
I shall not fear. Fear is the mind killer.
Dune
Fear
is just
little
worse
death.
Star Wars.
this is fact.
You didn't say that.
Dune is just Space Lion King. It is. Which is Hamlet.
I mean, it's definitely part of that.
I mean, Dune 1 is the story of the Lion King mostly.
I think both of these movies, like
Which is mostly just Hamlet. No?
being honest, shit all over almost every Star Wars movie. Almost every one of them.
Star Wars is for babies.
That's the most
Wars
E-lordy shit I've ever heard in my life.
I've now become the Star Wars guy somehow.
When you've grown up,
Somehow.
it's time for fucking Dune.
It is. I don't think it's better than The Empire Strikes Back.
Nor Star Wars, nor Return of the Jedi, nor The Last Jedi.
It's better than all of those movies that you just mentioned.
Last Jedi.
It's much better than The Last Jedi.
Dune, which Dune?
It runs circles around The Last Jedi.
Which Dune?
Both of them.
Okay. It's like if you took Star Wars but you sucked out all the fun.
Yeah.
If you're like, hey, do you want to do you want to watch Star Wars? And you're like, yeah. And they're like, okay, but it's not gonna be any fun. And you're like,
You're stuck on Tatooine. No water, bitch.
Yeah. It's all gonna be bleak and not fun.
Fucking real.
Fucking real. Yeah,
Giant worms?
Sandworm.
Fucking, they're huffing spice.
It's so cool. It's so
It can't be cool and real.
I firmly think that like just without the movies, like just the books themselves, I prefer Dune over Star Wars.
That's fine.
And Star Wars is certainly
That
a
is
derivative of Dune.
Sure.
And you know what? I would never fault somebody for
Of course.
believing differently.
And Dune's derivative of Hamlet. So these are all just
Yes,
things
that's-
that are derivatives.
Okay,
fair.
all right, I have one.
Okay.
And you feel free to veto.
Oh, God.
Why?
free
Why are
to
you
veto.
already starting with veto?
I know, because this is a...
Because it's not a
'Cause
college
God
movie.
knows what he does.
And vetoed he was, twice. Dear listener, Lucas picked a couple of titles, one of which was brilliant, but we all decided wasn't quite a college horror movie. Bribe us in our Discord, and join our Discord if you haven't already, and maybe we'll tell you what that movie was. And then another which, due to extenuating circumstances, we also were forced to veto after the fact. So, oh, look, the pick is coming in now from Lucas, and it's... Vamp, the 1986 film starring Grace Jones. Wow, what drama, what suspense.
All right, next time.
All right.
Watch.
Vamp
From-
1986.
Listen, this is why you subscribe to the podcast, the Shudcast, because we're the only fucking show doing.
Vamp. Maybe.
Wow. As Austin pointed out in the beginning of the show, join us on our Patreon, where
Yep.
you can join us on our Discord and get a whole bunch of new material, because we're recording a whole bunch of new stuff that you only get if you pay for it.
This is true.
There's a
You can
lot.
talk to us. You can talk to us all day long.
Yeah.
But if you don't do that, at the very least, like, subscribe, leave a rate and review this show. That's
do.
free.
We're
and it
still not
means so
getting
much.
over. We're still not getting over the pains of the 1-star review.
Someone gave us a 1 star.
Yeah.
And if you're listening and you leave that 1 star, tell us who you are. Nothing's gonna happen.
If you're still listening.
Nothing's gonna happen. If you're listening and you left the 1-star review, just tell us who you are.
And if I see you, I'm going to kick you right in your shin.
No, we don't make threats.
I'm going to hide Legos in your house so you step on them.
Nothing's
No,
going
'cause
to
you don't,
happen.
We don't do breaking and entering.
I'm going to stab you in the throat.
just have the balls to drive over here.
No.
If you left that 1-star
No.
review, just have the balls to drive
Get on
up
the
to us.
101.
No, we decided we're not talking about where we live anymore.
I'm not talking about where I live.
Because
But in any event, join the Patreon, talk to us on Discord, rate
Just
and review.
stay away from the valley altogether.
Tell your friends.
and adjacent communities. Thank you.
Tell your friends. We love you. We'll see you next time.
Stay out of Los Angeles.
Bye.
Bye.